I think I need to play on a smaller monitor. This is like, it's so big for my tiny brain. Oh. Anyway, spawning down on the bottom right, it is Stalny Balls. Nicorakt. I finally know what S balls stands for. And I think it means like big ball, like gutsy. I don't know. Spawning up at the top left, it is Onside Gaming. It's no longer Offside Gaming, as Vitality and Onside have parted ways, which means the Offside has become Onside once again. It is Cristiano. I feel like I'm the king of that kind of... By the way, here's a bunch of flavor text. Intro. Cristiano is going to get Engineering Bay blocked. He still wants the Gate Nexus, so he will get this down. Taito Citadel, you do have to take it if you want it on the high ground, pretty far away from your natural. And in theory, an elevator play between high ground, low ground would be kind of scary. Oh, I wonder if there's somewhere you could do a 4-Marine tank drop that would take advantage of this particular wall. I mean, obviously, if you can get a siege tank spot up here and, like, bunker around it, like, yeah, that's going to be insanely busted. It's just I don't think Cristiano would ever allow that to happen. But I wonder if there's a spot that would be, like, relatively safe. Actually, hang on. If you could get the tank drop here, can you fit a tank here? Even here would be super, super scary. That's not what we're going to see. We're going to... Oh. Yeah, no, we're not going to see that. He does drop the Quick Tech Lab.
Add-on complete.
May still be some kind of aggression. Well, I mean, it is going to be some kind of aggression, surely. Bunker starts up. No production. Okay, he wanted the Cyclone first. That makes sense. That makes sense. So delaying the 2nd and 3rd Marine just a little bit. And, I mean, it's a really big map. It is a really, really big map. Cristiano is opening up with that Stargate, which is going to make the Cyclone... It's going to make it quite effective. Here's the other nice thing about a quick Cyclone here is... Well, if this Adept shades forward, even just for a little bit of scouting info, it would be in severe jeopardy. Welcome, Manbear Schwein. I love that. Oh, and there we go. With that quick Cyclone, he does get the kill on the Adept. Pokes back in for a little bit of scouting information, takes a bit of damage from the bunker, and then the Cyclone finishes it off. It is going to be a quick Oracle into 2 additional gates. Already 1 shield battery being produced, another one starting up a little bit further over to the left. That will, I mean, provide more safety for probes just a little bit as they transfer between bases. Oh, we're going additional Oracle here. Nicorakt is going to open up with a Raven, I suppose. He is a Banshee enthusiast, so wouldn't be the craziest thing if it was Banshee as well, but no, just going to be a Raven. I will say, I think getting the fake upgrade can be very good. But Cristiano's not really a big sentry guy in terms of hallucinations. So, it's not really going to be the highest value play regardless. 2nd and 3rd barracks on the way for Nicorakt. Not super, super quick, though. Looks like Nicorakt is kind of just sitting back. Cristiano didn't get the craziest information. This probe gets some pretty distinct information. Yeah, a superheated tungsten shell came flying at me from somewhere over there, and then I don't exist anymore. Nicorakt, meanwhile, he could get kind of blindsided by this triple Oracle with only 1 Cyclone. This has a lot of potential. There is going to be an opportunity to drop a singular auto turret, but even that will get burned down very, very quickly. Oh, he's going to dive on top of the Cyclone. He's going to die so fast. Doesn't even get a single Oracle here. Will get it after dropping the auto turret, but all the anti-air in that little location does get taken down. Good quick SCV pull. Still going to lose at least, yeah, 3 workers. Nice grab on that third one there. Oh, if he gets the tank, that would be so juicy, and he will get it. That was actually quite nice for Cristiano, but he does lose the second Oracle going for that. Is it worth it losing the second Oracle to kill a tank? Traditionally, no. But the difference between one Oracle and 2 is not crazy. Oh, man, he's going to grab himself another 3. Can he get the 4th? He does! Just before he runs out of juice, just before the bio units respond. herO was a little slow on the response on that one. Behind this, it is big, big eco and production for Cristiano. He's going to be up on 9 gateways very soon. But yeah, sorry, what I was saying. I mean, 2 oracles is obviously better because they generate energy twice as fast. That means more stasis traps, more potential for damage. But you can still drop a stasis trap. You can still revelate. You can still get lots of information. And as we saw earlier, you can still pick off SCVs. And the tanks are kind of the crux of this push. Cristiano will have charge done in time for it. Templar Archives is available. We're going to see a big flank of Zealots. There's just one Widowmine here. Both auto turrets getting dropped quickly. Cristiano, I think maybe expecting more here with that big flank. Probably could have just run at the army and crushed it, but ultimately the result is the same. Did the Oracle get picked off during this? No. No, he brought it back home, and he, in fact, drops the energy recharge on that. I feel like this was kind of best-case scenario for herO to get out without losing, like, a crazy amount of stuff there. But this is still a really bad situation for him. Cristiano getting a Robo Bay. Blink is decently far along. We got a Forge starting up. And most importantly, herO did not get his own upgrades. And also, he is not going for third base. This is going to be an all-in. Or at least a heavily dedicated attack with a very late third. Now, because the Robo Bay isn't super fast, there is still some danger. This attack does still have some potential. But I feel like the moment Cristiano gets out to Colossus, the chance of victory for Terran absolutely takes a nosedive. Nosedive, those knives. But he is getting in before the Colossus are out. It's a big scan. And it only gets bigger. You bundled up now. Something quicker. We are going to see a Guardian Shield getting popped. There's a lot of bio here. Still no +1 attack on these Marines, but that anti-armor missile going to help a lot. Guardian Shield also going to be very beneficial, but there's a lot of bio. Cristiano is trying to force the fight. He does lose the Oracle on a bit of a bad rally. This feels like this might actually work. Look at the army supply right now. There's a huge counterattack on the other side of the map that is getting so much damage done. Denies the Colossus, 52 of 54. Oh my goodness. Cristiano. Oh, wow. I did not expect this to be this close to the Colossus getting out, and I didn't expect herO to be able to hit this timing. Having the Zealots on the other side of the map really didn't do Cristiano any favors, despite the fact that he kills a lot of SCVs, because this bio just will not be stopped. I want to go back real quick and see how many Zealots were on the other side. Just 4. So, I mean, that's not a crazy amount by any means. herO cooking, though. Dose of knives. Welcome, Pi. Welcome, Fly for Garrick. Setsunamayu. Hope everybody's doing well. The single G is the classic. It is the classic. It's a language we're all familiar with. the game or good. So what broke? The modem that comes from the ISP was just shacked in a fool. And it didn't get resolved for like 2 hours, and by that point I was just like, there's yeah. I've been going through it a little bit recently, so just didn't have it in me to do a good stream, and I didn't want to stream if it wasn't going to be entertaining and fun and, you know, relatively lighthearted. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right for the Stalny Balls. It is Nicorakt, the Serral Slayer. And his opponent spawning down to the bottom left for Onside Gaming. It is Cristiano in the blue. Dave broke. Not entirely inaccurate. We're all a little broken inside, you know? We are going to be seeing the gate Nexus coming in. There we go. You know, good vibes and stuff. That got real dark real quick. Yeah. Yeah, here I am being like, oh, I want to make sure it's a positive, entertaining stream. Also, we're all a little broken inside. Actually, I've been watching a decent amount of Grubby. Not the last couple days, just because I've been busy. But he'll have those kind of things. The things playing Zerg in 2026 does to you. It's true. But we did get back to 5.1k MMR. That's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy about it. And I'm gonna celebrate my achievements from here on out. That's gonna be the goal. You owe it to yourself to celebrate your achievements. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. I think that can be a dangerous a dangerous thought process, I think. Oh, nice close on the depot here. And the two Marauder Marine push with concussive will get in here. There's no shield battery. Ooh, can he get the Stalker? Does. Oh, does not get it, actually. It did show itself once again. Nicorakt, can he get this last probe? He does. Okay. Huh. Two Marauders and a Marine for functionally 3 probes, because the other one died on the other side of the map to just scouting. That's pretty expensive for Nicorakt. If he gets the Stalker, completely different story. Cristiano, I cannot believe he showed that Stalker again on 1 HP. That is, now that is Stalny Balls. Is that Balls of Steel? Is that what that means? I don't know. Raw German steel and sex appeal or something. I do, by the way, I've talked about Three-rax and how I don't like it. I actually really like this version of the Three-rax. I think this version of the Three-rax is kind of sick. I think this is actually even different than the one I'm thinking of. But regardless, it's the double reactor variant, which means that you're not spending as much money on... Sorry, not as much money, as much gas on both upgrades at once. You get stim and then you get combat shields, and that frees up money for a faster factory, which means a faster starport. Additionally, you get a faster +1 weapons, which is going to transition better into the mid-game. It's going to mean that you're not going to be pressed for starport unit production. You're not going to be as overtaxed on stims. It's great having 10 extra HP, but the timing of the combat shield's 10 extra HP doesn't feel as impactful in this matchup specifically with a Three-rax, as it kind of needs to. Now, this is going to be really weird because Cristiano is 4-gate blinking, and this feels very bad against what Necroact is doing. Stim is going to be done. Combat Shield is going to be done. +1 weapons is going to be done. And the first 2 medevacs are going to be very close to completing by the time this gets in here. There was a very small supply block, but it's still only about 20 seconds till those medevacs are out. Oh, force field on the ramp. That's going to be so big, but combat shields will complete. However, oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, this actually just might end the game. Oh, wow. Okay, this is ridiculously good. Oh, he's going to target down the reactor. That won't undo the progress on the second medevac, which I always thought was super cool that it remembers that. But he needs to lift into his own base. He's already losing so many SCVs. I thought this was going to be easy peasy defense. This is far from easy peasy, and this is not even a defense at this point. Oh, we are going to see an additional warp-in coming in. Actually, maybe. Even with all these Marines stuck here. Okay, Cristiano will be able to get out with the rest of this. Yeah, this is still insanely good for Cristiano here. Necroact is... He actually lost his barracks. He lost it, like, at the beginning. That was a really cool play from Cristiano. Really taking advantage of what we expect a 4-gate blink to be and the fact that there was no tanks. If there's tanks, you can't do a move like that. I mean, the tanks are just going to shoot the sentries, like... But because it's Bio, and because obviously Terran doesn't have Ravagers, notably. Oh. He'll get the Prism. That's nice. But Cristiano can go hunting for this army. And he is going to do exactly that. At least the SCVs killed things. As opposed to like what drones would do or what probes would do. Yeah. I actually think one of the funniest and honestly probably most astute things HeroMarine has said as like a meme is that, but like not a meme because it's just true, is that SCVs are the counter to stalkers. Like I actually think they're really, he's like really on point with that. We are going to see Necroact going for a Hail Mary play here, but it's Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Sentry. Hello, young girl. It's me, Desert Woman. What's your name? Ray Sentry. What? Okay. So many shield batteries coming up at the third base. There's a lot of 1-1 bio, and there's no upgrades here, but there's just too much of an eco advantage here for Cristiano. Hello all, is Roddy alive? Yeah. Yeah. I just did, you know, I'm keeping him very well taken care of while I've kidnapped him, you know? I just really, really wanted the viewership of the Monday Night Weeklies. No, he's just on vacation. I think. No, sorry, he's not on vacation, but he's in South Korea for something. Pi can probably speak to that one. Yeah, I appreciate that, Desiree. Or is that Diesel Ray? Just curious. Yes, he's casting poker. That sounds right. That sounds right. Heard my name, but was AFK. Diesel Ray. Cool. That's fun. Yeah, he's in Jeju, right? Back on March 19th, though, as far as I know. Nice. Okay, so he'll be back, like, tomorrow. No Clem. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Clem probably just taking a little bit of, probably just chilling a little bit. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right. It is Necroact in the red. SCV pull after SCV pull. And his opponent spawning up at the top left. It is Onside Gaming's Cristiano. In the blue. Yeah, if it wasn't for that force field on the ramp, which was a super, super sick play from Cristiano, that felt like it would have been a really, really good situation for Nikaract in about, 15 to 20 seconds. Cristiano really getting in with the, I would say, perfect timing for that particular situation. March 19th is tomorrow. Oh my God, I thought it was the 18th. It's the 16th. Yeah, time works differently in Dave's world. I mean, I did say I was broken earlier, so that's all I mean. It's just an understanding of dates and times. He'll be back Friday. Nice. Oh, is he going to be doing a big brain bouts then? Clearly, we need to eliminate the Americas to fix time. Possibly. Time insanity is... linearity is difficult for Zergs. I mean, hey, there's a lot of concepts that are difficult for us. We're so busy pressing all the buttons, we don't have time to understand what they mean. You know? Look, Raynor thinks Zerglings have 45 HP. I thought Hyperflight rotors cost the same as Cloak. Serral won't be fooled by magicians. Dark has so much aura. That's it. He just has so much aura. It's crazy. Not going to be able to get the kill on the probe there, but... Oh, little ring around the rosy with the Adept, perhaps. Oh, he does snipe a probe, but it will cost him the Reaper. Also, shout out to Nikaract using, making with Observer++. My man. And he's a dad? Yeah. Being a Zerg player in 2026. Exactly. Exactly. Honestly, the last patch has made the game feel a lot better than it has in a long time. I really do like Hydra Lunge. I think it's a fun ability. I'm still struggling with Protoss, I'll say that. Tempests are my bane. But that's okay. That's okay. Another 4-gate blink play. Surely we're not going to be seeing the same kind of 4-gate blink, though. This was, of course, a much more standard 1-1-1 setup. Did Cristiano... Wait, where did that... Oh, okay. I just missed it on the minimap. Zerg players see anything on the minimap. Challenge. Why bother? When Tar killed all the late-game Protoss carrier armies with Ravagers and the Orange Cloud, he was aura farming. I feel like Dark wakes up in the morning and every Protoss player just shudders. He's awake. A chill just goes down their spines collectively, except for herO. herO just kind of like rubs his hands together and he's like, finally, a challenger, someone who's as unhinged as I am. I legitimately think Dark and herO is the best rivalry in StarCraft 2's history. I don't think there's been another rivalry that is more fun in terms of the games. I don't think there's a single one, because they'll do literally anything to one another. We're going to see the Banshee getting in as the Stalkers are crossing the map. There's, of course, an Observer at home, but this is very, very good for Nikaract in terms of when to get in here. And the fact that there's no shield battery. He's just going to sack the Banshee, though. 7 probes for 1 Banshee is very nice. And there's no Observer on the other side of the map, so that's going to mean defensively this is an option. Cristiano will see the Banshee. And I think that's going to be enough for him to say, ah, crap, I can't really get in here, can I? Strong defensive posture. Cristiano will find a tank in a way that he probably didn't want to, which is getting shot in the face by it, but he did a good job of cycling through the stalkers. The one that got hit by the first tank shot did get lifted back into the medevac, and he was able to pick off an SCV without actually taking any hull damage. Fancy little bit of micro. Oh, dropping in on top of the tank is not going to pan out. You might be wondering, why did he drop the 4th stalker there? It's because he did a moving drop command. And unless you hit stop to cancel it, the units will continue to drop out until all of them have dropped out. That's something I myself am terrible at. Micro. He really wants to go after this tank. This is a bold move. I mean, I suppose he knows that Stim is still not done yet, and it won't be done, but I feel like there's no world in which he actually gets that, and there is a world in which he loses the Stalkers and the Prism. Got to delay it a bit when the baby was born. I mean, he was supposed to go into the military long before that, but he just kept staring at the recruitment guys, and they're like, you can have another month. They were just scared of him, you know? Second Banshee did get across the map. We'll be able to find 5 more probes. Ooh, Zealots. Oh, this is interesting. We're going to see an interception of an interception, kind of. Well, if he gets the Prism, that'd be amazing. He missed some of the stutter step there. Wow. And it's safe. Nice snipe on a Marauder right there. That really doesn't look like it's out of range of Marines, but it is. It's the kind of misleading shape of the map a little bit to the aesthetic. Damn. Marines a little bit like dinosaurs in that one movie. Something but little arms. Looked like it was out of range to me as a Terran player. Yeah, I kind of always think of those spots as like, can a Stalker hit this? Can a Queen hit this? But obviously Marines are a little bit shorter range. Oh, he wanted that tank. Won't get it. Good job from Nikorak to not stim everything. And of course to react quickly. That was actually a very, very nice little bit of poise displayed there from Nikorak. We're going to see him adding a second starport. On the other side of the map, we haven't really talked too much about Cristiano. He obviously did take a lot of damage early. Well, decent amount of damage early. But has recovered nicely. Never got pushed, so he's been able to tech up into his Colossus. Biggest problem, just now starting +1 weapons. And Nikorak is already getting his second set of upgrades set up, if not actually started yet. Second NG Bay is about to complete. Armory is halfway done. And pretty much by the time that there's going to be a little bit of time where he can start +2 attack before +2 armor. This is going to be scary, though, dealing with the 2-2 timing if we get there. And at this point, it doesn't really look like Cristiano can kill him before he would get there, especially since there is going to be a significant number of Vikings. 4th command center is not super far along, but it's not like Cristiano has, 6 bases or something. He's just now starting his 5th. Nikorak is not really under the gun to get anything done right this moment. And there it is, going to be that 2-2 starting up, as well as the +1 ship weapons. 3 more barracks, a bunch of missile turrets in the main. We are going for a no-fly zone. Liberators, yeah, he does fire up the fusion core. There's a lot of Terran players that don't feel comfortable about moving out with these 2-2 timings anymore. Now, we know in this game that it would be a devastatingly strong 2-2 timing. Unless Cristiano can really, really chrono the crap out of these upgrades, get up to 2-1. And that is possible if he goes right into the +2 attack. Man, Cristiano's building a lot of gates right now. He's going up to 16 gates. Funnily enough, actually has not yet maxed out. He was at 188 of 188. Oh, Prism is going to try and fly by into the natural, but the missile turrets will take it out. Only 2 Zealots going to be able to get out of here. However, that will distract a little bit of the army. Oh, Force Field's coming in here. Disruptor shot. Oh, wow. It's a big connection. The old Disruptor would have killed like 9 Marauders there. As it is, that will take a little while to heal up, and this is kind of a scary moment. Oh, Disruptor does get taken down. Colossus will fall very quickly. And this does feel like it's going to be a really good fight for Cristiano, or pardon me, for Nikarax. Oh. Good job with the Disruptor shot to zone him out. Pushing up this ramp feels very bold, but 2-2's not done yet. Liberators will siege up. It is even upgrades at the moment, and the Zealots are actually kind of cooking. Oh, man, that Planetary Fortress is not done yet. That one big Disruptor shot that only got 3 kills but did so much damage actually kind of set this whole thing off. And, yeah, Nikarax supply is in big trouble right now. Finally, that Planetary completes. Finally, the 2-2 is done. Oh, well, I mean, it's going to be done in moments. Oh, this one barracks didn't have enough room to build a tech lab, so it has to fly all the way to the natural. Siege tanks will siege up over here. Nice quick cancel. Doesn't lose the money for it. Disruptor shot will zone this army out. Bunker is going to get taken down here. Cristiano doing a nice job with the mobile moves. Army movement. That's how a human might say it. +2 ship weapons starting up, as well as a bunch of Liberators, and range is done. Nikarax may just try and go with a big Liberator count. He's really prioritizing that, avoiding building the 3-3 just yet. Or his bio. Oh, also going to get the medevac upgrade. He's got a lot of minerals in the bank, but very much running dry on gas. Does need to saturate this gas fully. One of his gases in the main is not fully saturated either. Ooh, little double drop moving out here. Sensor towers, of course, going to be very handy here. Liberators, even more so. There's a little gap here through which Cristiano could potentially find an opening, but it will get closed off by a couple of Liberators. Disruptor shots. Having to go around a corner is never something you want with the Disruptor shots. Same thing as chasing Hellions with Zerglings. Corners are not your friend. Cristiano did start up his 2-2 super late, but it is done now. And that will bring the upgrades back up to parity. No split coming through there against the Disruptor shot initially, and that is not ideal. Colossus has been added back in. A couple Liberators joining up again, but one of them does get sniped rather quickly. There are more in on top of the army. Disruptor shot. Ooh, killing a couple Marines. Not bad. Cristiano is... He is trading nicely, and he is keeping Nikarax from feeling comfortable. But he is not killing him just yet. That's a very bold blink forward. Ooh, covering it with the Disruptor shot, but it's not the best Disruptor shot. Decent splits coming in from Nikarax. 2 more Ruppies do get fired out. Nice splits again. There is concussive shells. Kind of looked like there wasn't, but not a lot of follow through here. Oh, that Disruptor is massive. Dead center. 17 kills on that Disruptor. Oh, baby. That was a big shot. No 3-3 for Cristiano. Just now firing it up. Really delaying his upgrades significantly here. Not wanting to let the Terran get solidly set up. But, I mean, you're attacking into a 4-base Terran that is very comfortably on 4 bases. I feel like in a situation like this, it's better to prioritize your upgrades. And, I mean, he is expanding like a madman. Doing the old hero triple nexus. Taking all the untaken bases at this point. And, of course, he will have a significant income advantage over the last little bit. We're going to see an attempt to take down this planetary. I think he might have sniped a medevac right there at the outset. Marines are in some trouble here. But it's actually just going to be focus fire on the planetary before it can finish. And he does take it down. Meanwhile, it's awkward. Probe's trying to long-distance mine from this base. Cristiano will find that one Liberator that was a little bit exposed. Nikaract about to complete 3-3, and that's going to give him a nice, solid upgrade advantage for another minute and a half or so. Kind of depends on Chrono Boost usage, but minute to minute and a half. Oh, these SCVs. Very successful Death Wish. 4 more Liberators being added in here. Constant action here in game number 3. A proper banger so far. Cristiano really not wanting to let Nikaract get that 5th base unlocked. And I mean, it is tough if the Terran gets up to 5 bases, but Cristiano is really making Nikaract work for this. Cristiano also not on the craziest gas count. Oh, he's going to try and rotate everything over. He does flank the army of Nikaract, the component that was on the bottom side. Not bad at all. Nikaract has traded efficiently in this game, but not efficiently enough to make up for the income difference. And Liberators defensively are tricky to make work. Just because you don't get to pick where the fight is happening, which means that your opponents, you have to cover everywhere. That was an optimistic Nexus. The probes with their armor actually do survive the planetary shot. That's kind of cool. We do have 3-3 done now for Cristiano. He started up his shields. Oh, this is a big rotation. We need to see a quick SCV pull here to repair this planetary. Very kind of late one. Oh, big disruptor shots anyways. That's going to be a nice little find. Meanwhile, Stalkers and just a couple Zealots at the 3rd base location. Cristiano has really been running, well, giving Nikaract the runaround. And it feels like Nikaract is starting to come apart. Oh, that's going to be a dead base again. We're down to just 2 orbitals, 1 unmade, well, what do you call it? 1 naked command center and a planetary. Another base trying to be retaken here. Disruptor shots. I mean, Cristiano's just doing a great job of always having Ruptors ready to fire and never letting Nikaract get the big jump that he wants and needs. At this point, I feel like Nikaract just needs to go for a 150 army supply and try and win the game. And if he can get the right Liberator siege position, he absolutely can win that game. Win this game, I should say. Cristiano, though, is doing such a good job of staying mobile. EMP is going to come in. This might be the fight Nikaract has been looking for, but it is going to be hard to get it. Disruptor shot does connect. However, Cristiano loses a lot. This is Nikaract's moment. He has to go. He has to go. He cannot hesitate. He's actually up 50 army supply right now, and Cristiano is super gas-starved. But with only 6 medevacs, there's not a lot of healing. And every stim is so painful. Oh, that's a nice EMP. He finds a couple Ruppies. It is scary to move out because obviously, you know, if he can't win the game with this push, Cristiano probably just runs away with the game. But the alternative is slowly getting bled out. He has killed 2 bases now of Cristiano. Cristiano, though, still enjoying a relatively big income advantage. And if he manages to get these probes back up to this base, which shouldn't actually happen, Nikaract has it completely locked out. Oh, Zealots and Stalkers, though, on the top side. They're going to deny all these mules and a little bit of mining that Nikaract is trying to reestablish. I think it's full base trade time, yeah, if you're Cristiano. Nikaract is going to find this Nexus on the bottom left. Not a lot of the probes. This is actually starting to kind of come down to the wire. They're both on a huge army supply. Just absolutely gigantic. Base does get taken out on the top right. That one Stalker sacrificing itself nobly for the cause of no more CC. No CC, no more CC. Oh, that is a lot of Zealots blinking forward very aggressively, kind of blindly into the bushes. That was a really, really dangerous blink from Cristiano. I feel like this might be the fight for herO here, but he is heavily overstimmed, and there's not a lot of sustain. There's just so many zealots. The flanking Disruptor, I didn't even see it. It almost connected big time. But no, that was still a good fight for Cristiano. There was just so many zealots there. herO is, I mean, it's an endless horde of Protoss at this point. Disruptor is going to get targeted down. Vikings will land, but herO has nothing left. It ends up coming down to the wire, but not close enough. It is just enough money, just enough gas in the tank for Cristiano to close this one out. God, I always underestimate zealots, man. I look at that and I'm like, it's just zealots. And it's like, well, it's like 40 of them. Zealot man, go burr. Zealot man, always go burr. Feels like Cristiano's zealots have like, they have something extra, you know? They got a little extra gusto. I think I also just overestimated the number of Marines there. There just wasn't that many Marines in the army. And against... yeah, against that number of zealots, like, you really just need to crush them. Yeah, yeah. As a 3.8k Terran, I will never underestimate charge loss. The thing is, like, I never underestimate charge lots, but for a different reason. Because the Zerg brain is like, you're never safe to move out if there's 5 charge lots on the map. You know, somewhere. Or Warp Prism, because that's as many gateways as they have in the form of charge lots. It just, it doesn't feel comfortable to ever move out. But Terran is like, yeah, the Zealots just feel so strong. And it's just, they can just throw wave after wave after wave at you. Nice to see that your computer is alive. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't even the PC that was the problem. It was the internet. Although PC had an issue not too long ago. You? Yeah, I made a little bit. Good job from Cristiano there. That really did come down to the wire. Okay, we're gonna run 3 minutes of ads, and we're gonna get into Solar versus Cristiano. Bit of a treat getting Solar playing. Nothing against you, but I'd rather watch a PVT than a ZVZ. Yeah, I understand not everyone's... Oh, I mean, we could get ByuN HeroMarine, but... No. We'll go Solar Cristiano. Also, exclamation MNW. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Honorable Macro Terran. That's what I was thinking as well. Is like, in a situation like this, you kind of just have to send it and hope for the best. The thing is... Oh... Okay. Is everything okay? Yeah, okay, it seems to be. Oh... Stressful. Sorry, what was I saying? Thanks, Pain Supper. Bum, bum. Do, do, do. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly so tricky to know what the right situation or right call is in every situation. And like, even with perfect information, you know, it can be easy to underestimate or overestimate certain armies. It is funny though, because like, I feel like I'll see that same situation and it feels like Cristiano's zealots do better than other Protoss zealots in that situation. Maybe I'm used to seeing like Hero versus Clem, where it's Clem who is doing better than the other Terrans. And even then, he is a lot of the times getting slowly ground down. Cristiano maybe just taking a little break here. Oh. Ba-bum, bum, bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Cheering for Christy Honor. Nice. Nice. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Solar's asking for an admin? Hmm? You're talking to Cristiano? Okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do, do. Appreciate it, Pi. Pi is obviously an awesome lad. We do appreciate very much. Very, very much. We're hoping for him. Ah, there you go. You've come to the right place. This is where his game will be. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm sure you're not the only one. Rooting for him, excited for him. Could you maybe speak with a Dutch accent? I actually can't really do a Dutch accent. Which is funny. But it's like, it's super, super bizarre because I can do a lot of accents, like, pretty well, I would say. But I actually can't do a good Dutch accent. And the reason that's funny is that I'm actually like half Dutch by blood. The best Finnish accent on Twitch. We do what we can. We do what we can. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, same honorable macro, Taryn. Absolutely same. For me. For me, too. I thought all Italians sound like Lorimbo. It doesn't matter. Oh, Grubby's playing a show match against Atrioc today. They're nearly indistinguishable for some unknown reason. Nice. For some reason that is beyond me. Oh man, I love watching Solar's EVP. Because it's like what I could do if I were... like 4 times faster, you know? It's like, ooh, that's what I'm trying to do. I recognize that. That's what I want. That's what I can't do. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right, one of the fastest players in the entire world. It is Solar. And his opponent spawning up at the top left for Onside Gaming. It is Cristiano. In the blue. Is it, is Solar on? What team is Solar on? Is Solar on a team? Solar. Oh, he's on Team Falcons. Of course, of course, of course. Yes, yes, yes. On Liquipedia, he still has the Onside Gaming jersey. Really would be nice if they gave him a proper jersey there. ZVP. Remember when these things used to be like always around naturals and third bases? And so you had to bind click to a button on your keyboard. And that was how you killed them without attacking it. Because if you click a critter a certain number of times, I actually don't know how many times you need to click it, but it's a lot. It's like probably 20, 30, maybe 40 times. No, not 40. That's way too many. Because I would always just click it manually. But if you click it a certain number of times, as a player, not an observer, it will just die. That would be really funny, though, if an observer could do it, and then, like, you knew that a player was crossing a certain point in the map at a certain time, and you just clicked it a bunch of times and made it explode, and they'd be like, huh, why'd that just die? You just jump scare the players. Yeah, exactly, G-Baz. Exactly. You're like, oh, I recognize that from my goals. 27? Oh, 27. Okay. You're not leaking anything, but let's just say I'm now proper excited to see this match. Oh, okay. Okay. A little bit of spice, perhaps. Sugar and spice. We don't see a second chrono coming in, which means this Ling will get into the main. And we'll scout to Stargate. To Stargaten. Sugar and spice. Watch out for head lice. Why am I so cringe? Oh. Actually, apparently it has nothing to do with hygiene, Pi. But I believe that you do shower, yeah. This is on the high ground. Okay. So this is on the high ground, but on like White Rabbit, this would be revealed. See, this one is not on the high ground here. At least once a year for Christmas? Oh, well, yeah, you gotta treat your family, you know? Nice little escort mission here for these three queens. All right, Brenda X3, your mission, should you choose to accept it, you don't have a choice. Escort these drones to this here base. Oh, they are a little bit out of position now. There's no vision watching the approach.
Our forces are under
Where's he going? Oh, it's going to be a dive, and it's going to be a lot of drone kills. Oh, 4 drones getting picked off. We do see a rather quick layer out of Solar. Not super, super fast, but quick. That these days is one of the bigger indicators of Zerg. Of what you're gonna do. Oh, 4 Adept hit squad. Ah, and there is a very big indicator of will Solar do a Solar thing. It is going to be a fast Overlord speed. Adepts do shade forward into the natural. Solar was kind of waiting for this. Waiting to see if the Shade would finish. It is going to be a recall, but he does lose one Adept. Still a worthwhile recall. Make no mistake. I don't think Cristiano knows what's going on yet. Blink is going to be the best against this if he gets it out. That is a bit of an if. Make no mistake. No shield battery started up just yet, and not a lot of defenses at this third base. Really just the pylon. That's it. Now finally throwing down a shield battery. But with only 2 oracles and, like, no units on the field, this feels very, very scary. Ooh, look at this. We've got a... Oh, this is so cool. We got a second Overlord following the first one to poop creep. That's going to allow for just enhanced creep spreading. Always important to drop an early tumor. Oracles come back. They are very late to rejoin the party. This feels like this is just going to be way too much to handle. This is a hot, hot, hot build in game number 1. And Cristiano is getting scorched. That was a fast attack. That was a fast attack out of Solar. Damn. That hit so quick. All that junk inside that trunk. I'm gonna get you drunk. Get you drunk off my humps. My humps. My lovely lady lumps. Thank you, Brenda. Brendopolis. Exactly how I would have drawn it up if I could. If I could execute attacks, that's exactly how I would have chosen to be able to execute them. Like that, yeah. Yeah. Very well done. Korean bullet train, yeah. Light rail travel. As in speed of light. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left, it is Falcon's Solar. In the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right. It is Onside Gaming's Cristiano. And he is going to be going for a Blockaroo here on a Winter Madness. He doesn't want to let this hatchery get set up where Solar wants to set it up. But Solar wants the... I mean, he's pulling the drone early. And... Oh, this is... Okay. He's been watching his Hearthstone videos. He's saying, we're going to do a little Blockaroo on you. Oh, Solar is hoping Cristiano will go into the main base. If this were a 12 pool, this would actually be real dodgy for Cristiano. But it is not a 12 pool. However, it will be a hatch first now at his opponent's natural. This means that it is so important for Cristiano to block Solar's natural, and he does just that. That is the easiest, most straightforward way to make this from... to keep this from becoming a total disaster for the Protoss. Cristiano is going to let the hatch finish. Solar electing to get the gas and the pool. He does not want to take his base at the third. Cristiano, of course, is very, very good with those early adepts. Is the Eglinton line crap? It is. Have you learned nothing from the Eglinton line? I have learned quite a bit. It is super, super slow. Clem not playing today? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. But that's okay. He will be back in Avengers Endgame. Or Avengers Doomsday? I don't know. Whatever the one is that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. And also Chris Evans. They're like, oh, man. The MCU is going to be so good when we get these new people in it. Just kidding. Can you guys come back, please? We, like, really need you. Cristiano prioritizing taking his second gas. No light rail. No capes. This will force the Adept Shade to at least go away from Solar, which buys him time for Ling Speed to complete. It's not going to be done by the time the Adepts get across the map if Cristiano decides to go for that. I'm actually really surprised we don't see an aggressive Chrono Boost being used. I really feel like when you force the Zerg player to take the base over here, yeah, this is just best case scenario to go for the Adepts on the other side of the map. And Cristiano loves shading Adepts aggressively. The Eglinton line. Yeah. We're going to see a Creep Tumor drop. It will complete. And that's going to give an additional bit of mobility here. Ling Speed is going to complete very shortly. Solar will need to pull these drones away. He does not want to just lose them. He's going to lose like 2, maybe 3 drones. This is played on Central Server, so this is a slight advantage here to Cristiano. Oh my god, how those Adepts just like moonwalk around the Zerglings? They actually walked like the Zerglings weren't even there. Oh, good job from Solar target firing that one Adept. And that saves probably 2 drones. At the very least, the first drone would have died in 1 volley. I feel like that probably saved 2 drones right there. Really well done by Solar. Only losing 2 drones himself when it could have been, yeah, 4, maybe even more. And as a result, Solar is now, I would say, solidly ahead in this game. He didn't go after the probe. I wonder if he wasn't paying attention there for a moment. Because that was a free probe kill and a decent denial on the timing of this 3rd Nexus for even longer. Solar is going to delay the spores a little bit. Just now getting back into gas mining. Yeah, Solar comes out of this, I would say, in a very good position. Very nice that the Creep Tumor gets down. Going to mean that if Cristiano wants to deny that, he's going to have to spend a Revelation as well as activating the Pulsar Beam. Spore Crawler does get a lot of damage on this Oracle. I feel like getting 1 drone is not super great in this scenario for that amount of damage. I wonder if Solar will feel confident to go for like quick Hydras, or if he's going to try and do another Roach. Another bust. Another German taxi. HeroMarine 2-1 to ByuN. Damn, Daniel. Very well done. Spore Carl going to reposition into the natural. That's kind of weird. He moved it away from the 3rd. We do have 3 more gases being produced here by Solar. It's going to be up to, what is that, 64 drones? Yeah, he's got a 4th base about to complete as well. I always feel so uncomfortable when there's not a spore in a mineral line. Solar is doing a really good job with the Queen movement. And these Creep Tumors in the main, as well as this Overlord providing some good vision. Oh, nice quick pull right there. Revelation immediately sees the Spire. Solar is a huge Spire enthusiast in this matchup. He loves Mutas. Oh, Oracle movement finally getting rewarded. Spies a couple of drones popping out of the newly made 4th base. And we'll get the pickies. No Roach speed started up just yet. The big tell right now is, do we start +1 melee or +1 missile? And based on the fact that we've got 2 more gases, yeah, this is absolutely going to be +1 melee. And surely Solar knows that his Spire was scouted like immediately, right? He's still going for it. Cristiano is pumping out a singular Phoenix. Maybe Solar is saying, I don't think it matters if you know I'm going Spire. I think I can beat you straight up. That's kind of a Giga Chad move if that's the case. But it may backfire really, really, really hard on him. Because we've already got a 2nd Stargate being produced. 11 Mutas getting fired up, as well as +1 air. Yeah, this is Solar going hard in the paint. He is he's committing heavily to these Muta. Now, interestingly, Solar may not be thinking about this, but he could have checked the natural expansion to see if Phoenixes were being produced. Oracles do get a revelation on one of these. Well, two of these meters, actually. And he doesn't lose the Oracle, which is really nice. Fusion, or pardon me, Fleet Beacon is going to get fired up here. Ooh, big snipe on that first muta. That's a really, really nice kind of tone setter. But this is not enough Stalkers, not even close to fight what Solar has here. That's going to be a very quick denial on this base. It will be a transition to the Hydras behind this. It's another good revelation. Okay, that's weird. I must have been selecting Cristiano's vision, because before the revelation was green on this. That is a... Oh, double Baneling Nest. Oopsie poopsie. That is a lot of mutas to just transition into Hydraling Bane behind this. But it is important to note, of course, that Cristiano is not able to secure a fourth base just yet. And Solar is actually getting his fifth with the high yield gas. So this is going to be a 9-gas Zerg that's functionally on 10 gases. Incredible economy for Solar. And he is maxed out. He does need to trade with these a little bit. God, that's a big storm. One Oracle does get taken down. We do see a denial on this. Cristiano, he's going to have that Anti-Impulse Crystals. These beams are going to turn pinkish purple. And these mutas are going to turn into a very fine mist. Very quickly. That was like 4 mutas dead in the blink of an eye. Gotta be careful about chasing Hydras with this. Solar is pushing the creep very aggressively. Charge and +2 weapons are going to complete for Cristiano. This is going to be functionally a 3-base push. It's not for a lack of effort trying to get this. Oh, the stasis trap protecting Cristiano. Hydras don't have speed. They do have range, but no attack upgrades. And the Phoenixes are actually going to be really good chasing these. Ling's going to come back home. They do have +1 melee. Charge Lot's getting on top of the Hydras. This is trouble for Solar here. But there's not a whole lot left for Cristiano. He's got 1 High Templar with double Storm, but oh, he loses it before the second Storm can be cast. There is a little short cooldown between those. And it feels like Cristiano just doesn't have... Well, I was going to say he doesn't have fast enough reinforcements, but if you just win the fight, you don't need them reinforcements right away. Solar. Oh my God, the cost efficiency. Holy moly. Wow, wee wah. And that is going to be GG getting called. Cristiano will even the series at 1 apiece. The Mutas could not get the job done. Cristiano will get the job done. Oh my God, the army value. This looks... Okay. I can do this. I can do this all day. I will do this all day. All day. All day. I am fully capable of my army value graph looking exactly like Solar's in that game. He just needed 1 minute. Yes. He really did. Stonks. Yeah, I go to the Wall Street Bets school of army value graphs. Something candles. Something dark side. His mistake was that he only made 2 Bane nests. He should have made 3. Honestly, I think he was just a little bit overconfident, engaged before he needed to. But it's one of those things as well, when the Hydras start to come out, they're in this very vulnerable state, especially against a high Phoenix count like that. And things kind of just snowballed slowly and then very, very quickly. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right. It is Solar for Team Falcons. Back to a small ping advantage. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left. Getting an absolutely ludicrously efficient game. It is Onside Gaming's Cristiano. 3-1 resources lost is the highest I think I've ever seen. We had a game not too long ago where one player had lost over 3,000 resources and the other player had just lost 300. Steadfast learning about army value graphs from Harvard. Tested learning about builds from Princeton. This community has some very smart casters. Oh, yeah.
Game paused.
Geniuses. Geniuses, all of us. Solar says, not my problem. Sounds like a big old case. Ain't my problem. Wardy came from Cambridge. I believe it's pronounced Cambridge. Why? I was the one that said it the first time. That doesn't work when I'm the one that says it the first time. I believe it's pronounced this. Solar also just typing numbers.
Game resumed.
Yeah, now that we're on game 3. 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. Traditionally in binary, is 1 yes or is 0 yes? I don't know if I care about the answer. I just want to see if I can start a fight between some programmers. The players disagreed on something and I had to decide for them. Ah. Oh. Who wore it best? Exit code 0 means everything happened correctly? Oh, okay. Okay. They were having a cake versus pie debate again? Ooh, damn. That's a big one. Celestial Enclave is such an interesting map. I still feel like we haven't seen the tricks being fully exploited. Looks like Cristiano's Adept took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Kind of showing up here. CWC or WCW? It was WCW. Apple Pie wins over everything. Ooh. 3.14 apple pie. A lot of players these days are going third queen before third hatch, which does enable you to get out a lot more stuff early. Hey, thank you very much for the raid, Rushy. I assume you're going to the land. I didn't ask, but I was thinking about it. I assume you're going to the land then in Arkansas, the OKC land. Oklahoma? Oh, yeah, Oklahoma, of course. If it's OKC, Oklahoma City. Dadoy. Dadoy. Yeah, hope you had a great stream, by the way. Great stream. We're going to be seeing... Oh, Spore Crawler repositioning just in time. Oh, nice quick save. Good job from Sola. He's telling you now. Did we miss a fight? Yeah, probably. How many dead Zerglings? I'm Ron Burgundy. Okay, go ahead. Oh, just... Okay, two dead Zerglings. Ooh, we are going to be seeing a quick robo facility, and it does get scouted. That is a strong indicator. Oh, big find on these drones. Oh, gets out with the Oracle. One hit till death. Yeah, that's a big indicator that it is likely to be charge. And Solar. Obviously, he's going to know that. He starts up a Baneling Nest. I mean, you can defend theoretically with Banes against a Charge Lot Archon push. It's just not easy. Not a given. Solar already with some fantastic creep spread, though. And that is something that actually helps a lot. And is super underrated. Also underrated, Solar using the Overlord to provide high ground vision so the Creep Tumor doesn't have to do the little, let me climb myself up the ladder. Let me work my way up to the high ground on my own. Actually get some help. Oh, Oracle! Oh, that was a big opportunity for Solar to click down the faraway Oracle. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the shot immediately. Oh, he gets the kill anyways. Cristiano didn't pull it far enough back. That's a big oopsie. Meanwhile, now Banes running in on this base. Running is a strong word. We circulated. Oh, the probes, no! Hit it, why? Why? 11 probes deciding it was better to be dead than alive. Well, that's not so great for Cristiano. Yeah, that really, really hurts because this is probably going to be a 3-base push. Oh, that's not so great for Solar, but I think he's more than okay with this given how the previous little bit just went. I was going to say no Bane speed is a big problem, but we will have Hydra speed. We will have a lot of creep to work with. There is going to be a lot of Archons. This can still be very, very scary. Cristiano, though, having to rebuild all those probes really hurts him. It slowed down his push a lot. We're going to see a tunnel vision on this base, and that's +1 melee. He is going to just barely not get it. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, 26 HP left on the Nexus. But it's going to be a strong-looking hold to start, and Solar's like, nah, we're just going to finish this off. You're not saving that. Did he need these lings at home? Oracle is going to get taken out by the Spore. Oh, that one Baneling getting a big hit. Archons are getting cleaned up, and this will be a defense, and this will be a kill on the Nexus on the other side of the map, and this will be a Solar victory. Well done by the Red Zerg from Team Falcons. One yes, 0 no. Ah, okay. YouTube chat has us covered. Thank you, Yo Jimbo. Indy forfeited to me. Nice. It's about the only way I'd beat Indy. So they're going to be waiting on the winner of MaxPax and Young Yakov. Meanwhile, herO and HeroMarine. Oh, have they already started? Is it just about to start? Oh, that's a hot, hot, hot match. Oh, that is a hot, hot, hot match. That is an incredible match if it just started. Show us Gabe Hero. Oh, we gonna. But also, we can run 2 minutes of ads. If you don't want to get ads, yeah, please support. Please support Streamerman. I would really appreciate it. Helps a lot. We did, unfortunately, fall back down below 20,000 followers. Had like 7 people or something unfollow over the last week, which is... This is fine. Thank you, Thorn, for the Prime sub at 48 months. Appreciate it. Solar single-handedly keeping PVZ below 60%. He's doing his part. And then some. Is it because of that thing you said? Nice. Whenever I see IGN, my brain I figured it out eventually. I realized you meant in-game name. But I see IGN and I'm like, do they still exist? Are they still giving out only 8.5s and above? This game is the worst thing I ever played. It took my picture and called me ugly. 8.5 stars out of 10. Huh? Wait, it's called Imagine Games Network? Really? Huh. But why, though? This is gonna be chef's kiss. I couldn't get the game to run 8.5 out of 10. You know, in some games cases, that might be that might have been better. That countdown triggers me. I'm sorry to hear that, Jack Russell Crowe. That's a really funny name. I like that. Jack Russell Crowe. Spawning down in the bottom right. For T1, it is HeroMarine in the blue. And spawning up in the top left, pulling 2 very quick SCVs. He's going for it. It's Mouth Sports HeroMarine. Dun, dun, dun. 5 should be average in a 10-point scale. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like on a... But like a 5-point scale is so bad, too, because most 5-point scales don't go from 0 to 5. They go from 1 to 5. At that point, it's a 4-point scale, in my opinion. Like, I know that there's technically 5 numbers, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it. Like, it feels like... it just feels weird. It just feels weird. To me, the only scale that really works, if you're going to go that route, is if you use a 5-point system, but it can be decimals. Like, anywhere from 1.0 to 5.0. Single decimal point. 1 to 5 is 5 numbers. I know. It just feels like it's not. Like, 1 doesn't feel the way that a 0 feels, is what I guess that's what I mean. Is a 1 doesn't convey how a 0 feels. To me, that's just my personal opinion. Hero, no scouting here. And this was a gate nexus. He is going to chrono out the stalker. This is going to be a big trouble. The Roddy killer build. Oh, is Roddy especially susceptible to this one? Hero's going to drop a Twilight Council, and he is dead as a doornail. Ooh. HeroMarine really biding his time. I mean, there's no rush. He hasn't been scouted yet. And... yeah, I mean, we may as well wait for concussive. Shield battery starts up, but it is not going to have time to complete if HeroMarine goes basically with this 5th Marauder, with this concussive shells, which there's no reason to wait at this point. And now energy recharge has been used on a hallucination, which is not going to give him the information he needs. Yep. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. From the time of when the units were revealed to GG, when did the Marauder fire its first shot? 30, we'll call it 301 to 306. 305. Less than 5 seconds of battle. And the game is over. I thought he scouted it. He did not. He did not. If I recall correctly, it was Dimu who called it the Roddy killer. Nice. 5 seconds wasted. Honestly, he could have tapped out earlier. He could have tapped out earlier. RW not too happy with the proxy Marauder play. I mean, it's a part of the game, and it's definitely... I like doing it against Hero, because Hero is a player that will not scout quite often. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right for T1, it is Hero, and he says, well, I'm a scout this time. And he's going to do with one of the first probes in the game. And his opponent up 1-0. Looming large. It is Mouse Sports' big game. HeroMarine. Gabriel, big, HeroMarine. Wait, I did that wrong. Don't worry. Nickname. He's got a nickname. HeroMarine being a nuisance here with this... Oh. Okay, this is central. So, HeroMarine gets the dub with ping disadvantage. That is a really, really nice time to bust this out. A little bit of repair was used on this one SCV. So it is still 3 hits before it would go down. I love Hero so much with the probe. I would hate playing against it. I think Hero could get me to leave a game with his probe alone. I'm quite confident in that. Oh, God. Oh, he gets him. He got him. Not the kill, but he got the probe pull forced. That's... Oh, that's so annoying. He's such a bastard with the probe, man. Really, really well done by Hero. Yeah, no, I'm certain he could get me to leave a game. Assuming, of course, that I didn't know that that was the objective. And I didn't know I was playing against Hero. Because, I mean, obviously, I would just stay in the game. Otherwise, I would just be like, oh, okay, well, all I need to do is literally not leave. Adept will be out in time. Ooh, can he get the second shot? Yes, he can. Oh, and gets the hit before the Reaper clears the cliff. That is Tilt City. Oh, that's so painful. Really, really nice job here from Hero. A great start for him in game numero dos. And now the Adept feeling confident to at least move forward a little bit. Very interesting to build a second, or, well, I guess a third barracks unit, specifically the Marine. That will tip the balance of power in the favor of Big Gabe. Of course, it does delay the reactor. Well, by the build time of Marine. Wouldn't mind going to try and burrow up at the natural, and we'll be able to do so. And that does lock down pretty much this entire entrance. There's a tiny little gap. Oh, Hero's going to go for the play.
Add-on complete.
He was a little bit not in time still. Occupying some attention. It is going to be a Cyclone and a Medevac getting fired up here. We do have 2 additional gateways. Forces the unburrow, and Adept does shade forward. That will get a kill on a wounded up SCV. Can he get a second one? Oh, Hero really wants... He really wants that mine to fire. And he will be able to force it to do so. And now HeroMarine, he actually had his command center misplaced. That means the SCVs are kind of all over the place. Would mine will get taken down. Damn, this is a good start for Hero. HeroMarine, though, now that the Cyclone and Medevac are out, he might be able to get both Stalkers. Oh, I think he will get the lock on. Oh, it does get broken by the high ground, and now 3 more Stalkers show up. Oh, this Cyclone. Ah! Oh, that's really painful for HeroMarine right there. Kind of everything went wrong all at once there. Lifted the command center. Was it misplaced, or did he just lift it by accident? I'm not 100% sure, because it didn't look like it was misplaced. But maybe it was. But yeah, it feels like kind of everything that could go wrong there went wrong for HeroMarine. How did that Cyclone end up going? I don't know. It must have had a lingering command that HeroMarine didn't undo. 2 more barracks in production for HeroMarine. But this is a bad situation for him already. And Hero has the 3rd Nexus pretty far along. Charge already started up. It is going to be a 4-gas Templar Archives rush. We going for Psystorm. For a little while, Protoss players were like, Psystorm can't kill Terran units anymore. And then they realized, wait, yes it can. It just is mostly for killing Marines. And mostly a zoning tool. But it can still kill SCVs, it can still kill Marines very effectively. Oh, Observer. Oh wow, this is kind of funny. With the vision Hero has, it looks like there's a factory being built inside of a factory. Heated Rivalry 2. let's mech it happen. I don't know. What do you mean we're like? I still hear that? Yeah, true. Yeah. That is a lot of energy on this Raven.
Oh,
Not anymore.
it's about to get heavy.
Bye. Oh, he went... Wait, he went double Raven? I legitimately didn't even notice. Oh my god, Storm Trouble! That's some bad weather. Oh, wow. Wow. Also, ow. Who cares that the two Zealots and the Archon go down? That is giga damage. And that is why Terrans hate storms, I guess. That is definitely one of the many reasons. There's a double storm available. Ooh, this is a bit of an ambush point. Nice couple of big tank shots on some Zealots. Hero looking to murder HeroMarine before he can even really move out. HeroMarine does have a third CC done, but he is 23 workers down. Siege tanks. Oh, they're going to get blinked on. Going to get taken out very quickly. Double storm getting dropped. Widow mines. Oh, okay. He does deny one of these storms. HeroMarine with only one medevac functionally healing right now. Two of them out of juice. Storms are going to be super, super scary. We do have auto turret on the third base and the natural maybe. But it doesn't really feel like it is going to matter too much. This is a very strong army, even without storms. With storms, it is a devastatingly powerful one. Actually, the storms are pretty important. More so in the context of there was no energy on the medevacs. Charge lots and stalkers are still super scary. HeroMarine just gets positively cooked. Hero, God, I mean, remember those what was it? The player cards. And Hero had the highest attack value of any pro player. I feel like that was the most accurate, you know? That was the most accurate. Oh. All right, game numero 3. Oh, man, the storm drop on the natural. 16 SCVs going down. SCVs sizzle under the drizzle. I like that. That's nice bit of word play. Welcome, Jarrett. Big sexy. That is that's what they used to call Bartolo Colon. He was a pitcher in baseball. It's nerf in some cases and buff in others, yeah. Yeah, no, I think for sure TBD forever that Storm has absolutely gained power in certain situations and lost it in others. It obviously doesn't kill as quickly as it used to, but it also... It feels like the things that it killed before, it still kills. Like, before, it killed Marines extremely well. It killed Banelings, Zerglings extremely well. It killed... what else? What else did it kill, like, really, really fast? Really just anything that was small and relatively low HP. So yeah, Zerglings, Banelings, Marines, chaff units if we're talking Mechabellum style. They also called Sean McCorkle? Who is that? Sean McCorkle. Oh, cool. He's born in 1976. Man must have been doing things a long time ago. Must have been battling Jack Murdoch. Fun fact for you, Storm does roughly the same amount of damage as it did previously due to the wider AoE radius. That's the thing. Is it because it lasts longer, because it covers more surface area? It is a really effective zoning tool. It honestly feels like it's better against Hydras than it used to be. And that's for sure up for debate. But like it feels better. And now I'm saying that as the Zerg player. I'm sure there are going to be Protoss players that are going to say, well, it feels worse against Hydras. And that's oftentimes that's the sign of a good change, is that both sides are maybe a little bit unhappy with it. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right, it is HeroMarine with just an absolute blasting storm drop there. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left for Mouse Sports. It is HeroMarine in the red. It's just worse versus Terran because medevacs mean you need faster damage versus Terran to actually kill the army. It needs to, I will say it needs to be used more tactically versus Terran. But I think when energy recharge was in its full glory, I think that's the most broken a matchup has been in a very long time. That's just my opinion. Not everyone's going to agree with that, and that's fine. But I think TVP on the last patch, or PBT, however you want to look at it, but in favor of Protoss, I think that's the most broken a matchup has been in, yeah, like a really, really long time. Oh, a little bit of blocking coming in here. Nice job. Thank you, Helio Gable SC2. Thank you very much for the Prime, subby. You can kill Terran in PvT by depleting medevac energy. Yeah. I would agree. Yeah, no, I think Storm in PvT before energy recharge was still very good. But I think with energy recharge, when it gave 100 energy and you warped in a High Templar and it had 2 storms available, yeah, I would have to do a deep dive on like the unkillable Nidus worm. Like there's a few other times in the history of StarCraft 2 that come to mind. In terms of like most overpowered, most unfair matchup. Like the unkillable Nidus worm feels like that. Broodlord Infester at the beginning of Wings, the Soul Train. But at least that one required some pretty advanced micro to pull off. Because you didn't have pickup range on the Prism before when Soul Train and Wings of Liberty existed. You do see an Adept, double Adept Shade forward coming through. Oh, he's going to be able to kill 3 Marines and should get out with this. Well, if he can get the SCV, that'd be really nice. I didn't even realize there was a low HP SCV at the back. That's really phenomenal. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, there was a Reaper that got in, killed one probe, and was taken down. That's... Oh. Well, this Widow Mine is kind of just marooned. Is Hero going to try and do the thing? Oh, he is. He wants it. Oh, actually, he doesn't need to. He can use the hallucination. Oh, that's super cute. That's super cute, and he will get a kill. And that turns a double mine drop into a single mine drop. Damn, this Adept is kind of MVP. 4 kills. And assisting with a 5th. Oh, could have potentially gotten this other SCV, but he wants to just be as much of a nuisance as he can. Hero is in position at the natural. HeroMarine wants at least the probe pull at the mineral line, and he does force it, but he doesn't get the kill. Can Hero at least chase down the medevac? That would be really, really nice for him. I feel like it was pretty strong, Miro. I feel like it was pretty strong. Oh. Wow, that medevac actually kind of getting a little bit lucky, but at the same time, I mean, this is going to be quite a few dead SCVs. 5 SCVs going down and 2 Marines. God, Hero is so good at just squeezing value out of these units. HeroMarine will have Stim and Combat Shields finishing up pretty quickly. Yeah, they're both about 30 seconds away. It's going to be around 6:30. But +1 weapons won't be done for another minute. And by that time, Charge is going to be done. All the gateways of Hero are going to be online. He's already on... How many Immortals? Just the first one. Just the one. Single Marine drop trying to get sent to the bottom side. I wouldn't say Aligulac. It's weird because, like, I do think the most important thing is to look at the games, look at the meta, look at what is meant. Statistics in a vacuum are usually not helpful. We are going to see an attempt to intercept these stalkers, but Hero was so fast getting out of here. He only loses 1. Meanwhile, Raven going to get kind of chased to the corner. And won't even get a single probe kill. Oh, HeroMarine going for a Doom Drop into the natural, but Hero blinks on top of it, immediately guns down 3 medevacs. Even going to hot pick up a couple of these stalkers out of here. Wow. Hot on the defense. So hot. HeroMarine has no choice but to call it right then and there. I believe this got spotted by a probe.
Let our enemy know our fury. Let our enemy know our fury.
No? No. He smelled it. Oh, damn. HeroMarine felt like he needed to get something done. Wasn't able to get it done. Hero just absolutely smacked it down. I think that's why, for me, MGG, I think that's why I feel that the particular last version of the patch was so bad. Because you couldn't kill Protoss players really before they got to base Storm. Solo versus MaxPax started already? Unfortunately, yes. But also, like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think it's tricky because you saying most unfair matchup ever, Wings of Liberty, Broodlord Infestor versus Protoss. Yeah, honestly, probably. It was like so easy to execute realistically. You had instant full lockdown fungal that couldn't be dodged. The thing is, I do feel like I don't think I was ever good enough to actually have a real grasp on how broken or not it was. But I don't know if, like if you dropped players at the skill level that they're at now, would Protoss or Zerg win? Probably Zerg would just win. But we never really saw a Protoss player use the mothership to its full potential. Could you could neural the pair? Yeah, you could neural the mothership back then. Yeah, you could. Broodlord Infestor was so broken back in the day, it was dominant despite Zergs not knowing how to micro their units. Very true, but at the same time, I feel like Protoss players weren't necessarily microing their units as well as they could have either. So, and like, I don't think that there necessarily was that high level. It's such a different game. Like, there would be no Oracle for Revelations. Yeah, honestly, no. Honestly, probably the power of the Infestor would have been just too strong. It does depend, like, which version as well, because they did change the Infestor a fair bit. Goat of all time, Zictamini? You mean Johnny Rico? Or... Yeah, I feel like it's I feel like there's a few that really have that, like, these are the guys, you know? You want the next patch to buff everything? I want godlike units. Honestly, just compare the units we had at the outset of, like, Wings of Liberty, or even the end of Wings of Liberty compared to now. We have so many units that are so much stronger. Like, Liberators, Widowmines, they didn't exist. Ghosts were really strong, but they were also... I think they still had Cloak back then. Siege tanks didn't have Siege. Medivacs didn't have Boost. Medivacs didn't have Boost back then. I am familiar with the one you're talking about, MJG. Did Zictamini or did Johnny Rico get the dub for the biggest patch? Or did it go to RoRo? Did it go to RoRo? No, for sure, ByuNs. I think it would be... Yeah, I think the number of people that would be able to play Broodlord Infestor at a level that would be prohibitive to anyone wanting to play the game at all. I do think Terran had a lot of ways to play around Broodlord Infestor at the time, Ijozel, yeah. Also, there were different points of time where the Raven... It's so weird because Raven's Seeker Missile went through so many different iterations, and there was one where it, like, you cast it on a unit, and then it would, like, beep, 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 and then slowly start to move, and then accelerate into its target. And then there was times where it would just immediately move, but really slow. I was gonna say Raven and a lot of Legacy of the Void was turbo busted. You can't counter micro versus instant fungal. Also a really good point. Yeah. Wall was the slow one? Okay. That's the thing. There's so much stuff that was like really like legit broken. Okay, was it called Hunter Seeker Missile or was it always called Seeker Missile? Because I know that people called it Hunter Seeker Missile. But I feel like that's like the Berenstain Bears or whatever. Where apparently it's always been the Berenstain Bears. Oh, high-value Zerg units from Ravens attempting to land Hunter Seeker missiles. Was it actually called the Hunter Seeker missile? Oh, it's going to be HeRO versus MaxPax. Oh, no. It's going to be... Wait, what? Huh? Okay, MaxPax 2-0 solar. Ah. Okay, we're just right into it. This will be the winners finals. It's going to be a best of 3. PvP best of 3. Winner bracket finals. It's going to be HeRO versus MaxPax. These have been really entertaining recently, and MaxPax has been trying once again to make his Void Ray defense work, and he's been struggling. We'll win this best of 3 PvP winners finals. HeRO versus MaxPax. I do think it is the kind of play that it's good when you mix it in, but I think when you do it 100% of the time, it is not as strong as it used to be, to the point where you can just perfectly defend everything always. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom right, it is HeRO in the blue. And his opponent spawning up at the top left, it is Sidestorm Gaming's MaxPax in the red. It is always really interesting to think about when something was known to be broken, whether it's a bug or like just fully overpowered. How long did it take to fix it? Because certain things were left in the game for longer than other things. The Cyclone is definitely the one that I'm thinking of number 1, first and foremost. It is going to be double gate opener, by the way, from MaxPax. Only best of 3. For this one, yes. But this is the winners finals. There will be a loser bracket, so it's potentially could be a best of 5 into another best of 3 for the grand finals. Loser bracket is best of 1. To be honest, the best week this game ever had was that one week in the HOTS beta where we had the Warhound. God, I remember playing against the Warhound and being like, what the hell is this unit? And more so than anything, watching people make the Warhound and be like confounded as to how you would kill one. It was never 11 range Colossus, but there was 10 range Colossus. Unless that's a separate thing. Unless 11 range Colossus actually was a thing. Because there was that one tournament. Or not one tournament. It was a WTL match between Shopify and, I believe, Platinum Heroes. And Goblin was able to beat ByuN with the 10 range Colossus. Oh. Players going to run into one another. We got MaxPax getting aggressive here. Building a Robo. Okay, I thought there was... Yeah. Okay, so then the 11 range Colossus must have been something else. No expansion taken just yet. MaxPax, though, is looking like he's going to do it. Hero and MaxPax switched roles. Oh, I got baited. I got baited by MaxPax taking the Nexus. Hero getting a quickie kill. Oh, and he's going to block out the Adept. He's going to get the kill on this, too. Sentry beam damage, to me, is very difficult to conceptualize. So when you see a Stalker shoot, very easy to see the damage go through. The Sentry's tickle beam. Oh, force field. Oh, that's a really good force field. Not quite able to get the full block. Almost using the Stalker to complete the full wall. Still getting a kill right there on one of these Stalkers. Really, really nice. Oh, it looks like Hero is anticipating a follow-through from MaxPax. Yeah, he's seen the Robo. And he was ready for this double Adept. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Shield Battery going to be depowered before it can even complete. Adepts do shade into the natural. We'll be able to find 5 probes. But 5 probes for the potential loss of a Nexus. Oh, recall coming through. He knows he needs the Prism. Force field on the ramp. Will keep this Immortal at bay, but a good force field. Oh, well, actually not able to trap this one Sentry. Oh, good hot pick up there from MaxPax, saving that Sentry. He could switch the Shield Battery back on with the Prism. I feel like he needs it for juggling. And he will do his darndest with the juggling. Oh, really, really nice. Dodging lots of shots. Unfortunately, he does finally lose one of these units. And now we've got Hero's Immortal showing up. You can't dodge Immortal shots. They aren't a projectile. They just hit you. Like the realization that you're 36 turning 37 and you are in a slow decline. War Prism does get taken down. Both Immortals will fall. And Hero is going to be able to take this one down. Inevitably, like the inevitability of aging. How's everybody doing? But probes counter Stalkers. Bum, 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 bum. What's your favorite donut from Timmy's? I actually don't really have... I mean, I haven't had sweets in a very long time. So I would say I don't really have, like, a favorite donut. Oh, Solar ByuN happening in the loser bracket. Oh, that would have been a really good one. You're needling the chat? Well, we're all 36 going on 37? True. Thank you, SC2 for the Prime sub at 50 months. My man, thank you. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right, it is Hero. In the blue. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left for Sidestorm Gaming, it is MaxPax. In the red. Yeah, it feels like, feels like you just cannot be predictable against MaxPax. He will just make you hurt for that. You're 19, you feel like a baby right now? I mean, in the StarCraft 2 scene, that is a baby. That is a baby relative to us, us fogies. Yeah, it's a little bit like that, Bane Supper. Exactly. Exactly. That's what we have therapy for, though. That's exactly what we have that for. Just turned 37 last week. I like to think I'm just becoming less OP as I age. Honestly, yeah, I think I've come to realize that, yeah, your 30s are not as scary as they were made out to be. is the server? Okay, so it was West Central West. This is small ping advantage for MaxPax here. He is going to go for the Stalker Adept. I will say it is... Oh, we got HeroMarine trapping the probe. It's really interesting to see HeroMarine, or rather MaxPax, try to create a workflow, basically, in PvP. Because I don't think you can. I don't think you can play the same way every game in PvP off of a 2-gate opener and be successful. We are going to see him switch it up. We'll go Stalker Adept into Stargate this time. Oh, Adept's going to shade on top of MaxPax's Adept. That's going to be a kill. That's a really nice kill right there for Hero. MaxPax, he's expanding. It's going to be a Twilight Council out of Hero. 30's brought on a lot of back pain. I feel like the maintenance requirements become a lot more extreme when you get into your 30s is the big thing. Oh, Stalker somehow got... Huh. Okay. Hero's early game is just crazy good. Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous what he's able to achieve with his early units. That is very true, Byun's. We are going to see the Oracle revealing itself, and that will be 1 kill. But the Adept number 2 is going to be able to take a big old number 2 on the probe line and gets 2 probe kills. Oh, sometimes, you know, music and art are something words but prettier. We do have a much faster blink, of course, for Hero because MaxPax did go for this quick Oracle, but since it's just the 1 Oracle, it won't be crazy far behind. I do like Hero's position at the moment. Nice little pick off on a couple of probes, though. We'll bring things down to... I mean, it's still a 4-worker lead for Hero. MaxPax going to fire up a quick Forge. He does have hallucinations available. Hallucination across the nation, and that is going to be... Oh. Yeah, looking for this Forge. That was weird. That took a while for it to show just the vision. Maybe loading in. Oh, DT Shrine. Oh, we got the Zest DT Shrine. Okay, okay. I like that. I like what I see there. Fake Forge? Not so much a fake Forge as a misdirect Forge, but fake Forge wouldn't be completely inaccurate. Like, this is definitely a, oh, I'm totally macroing, bro. Look how macro I'm macroing. Zesty Shrine? Hell yeah. Zesty T Shrine. Not to be confused with OP Zesty. A man of exquisite taste. I gotta find out how to make money off of this. It's simply too good. I think You Should Leave is so fun. Tim Robinson is, he's outstanding. MaxPax. Oh, there is a cannon coming up in the natural. But that is not going to be done at the 3rd base. None at the 3rd base, in fact. And there is no robo. DTs, hello? There we go. He's warping in one now. I don't think Hero has yet recognized that MaxPax is kind of short on units. Now a robo facility goes down, but the DT will find an opening at the 3rd base. Cannon is going to try and start up. It's going to get clicked down immediately, as to will the robo facility. Nice blink forward, baited this out, and now we've got an aggressive blink forward, and on top of the Stalkers, gets the Oracle. Going to kill so many of Hero's MaxPax's Stalkers, and the grab on the DT. Oopsie poopsie. Oh, this DT got into the main somehow. Did he kill the robo facility straight up. Oh, force field going to push the DT away, but unfortunately, as this one, this cannon goes down, the other one will become exposed. Well, there, that force field should protect this. But, oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. This is starting to become very dangerous indeed. MaxPax has taken the probe lead during all of this. Oh, here. Surely we don't get past. We get past. Oh, no. Okay, hero's just going to go for it. He is way ahead in this. He's a little ahead in the stalker count. Oh, my God. MaxPax is causing such a ruckus. He's causing such a ruckus with the dizzle-tizzles. Sentries, they're going to get swiped to death by these DTs. Cancels the warp in on those DT stalkers. Will retreat back. Hero will finally get an observer out. Finalement. Oh, that stalker loses the fight. DT survives with 10 shields and 2 HP. Finally, this one last Dark Templar going to get cleaned up. The last two, I should say. Oy, oy, oy. But MaxPax successfully did some discombobulating. Discombobula now, discombobula later. Oh. Oh, that felt fun to say. God, MaxPax is so good with the Dank Templar. Imagine Hero just has a cannon at the third. None of this is ever a problem at all. It was a good decision for him to move out, though. It kept MaxPax from kind of running away with this. Hero was able to get some good trades. The thing is, MaxPax is still ahead in economy. Hero, though, is significantly ahead in army supply right now, and specifically the stalker count, which is, well, MaxPax needs to he needs to go full bore on build unit. DT Shrine will finally get found and taken out. I like how he blinked in to kill the pylon and then was like, wait, no. This doesn't really make a difference. I'll just shoot the DT, or the Shrine. MaxPax delaying his own robo facility by quite a bit, but he's got cannons in every base, and that robo facility will complete very shortly. MaxPax going to take a big income advantage as this fourth base comes online. Oh, this is going to get a little weird. That's going to be a cancel on the base in the middle here for Hero. MaxPax will, of course, lose some DT, or pardon me, some Zealots. God, they run so fast. Oh. We're going to see a recall coming through. MaxPax has got to be careful. He's kind of got to get out of here, like, now. And he will. He will get out of there quickly. +3 weapons is quite a bit faster here for Hero. But MaxPax is, I mean, he's on 4 bases to 3. DTs are going to warp in. Meanwhile, Zealots and a DT at the third. What is the stalker count right now? It's 29 to 18. And the charge lock count is not crazy. Oh, snipe attempt on the observer is going to be good there from MaxPax. He gets both of his opponent's observers. Surprise, though, there's a third one where those two came from. Is that one going to get sniped as well? Oh, it surely is. Yes, it is. God. MaxPax playing very well. And now has, I mean, he's definitely kind of ripped this game out of Hero's hands. DTs, though, in the natural of MaxPax will be able to find the cannon, but Observer just popped out. And that is going to be a very quick kill on these couple of DTs. Ooh, Hero does have +3 weapons. He's got a much better concave on the other side of the map. Will kill a good number of stalkers, it seems. This whole time, there's been a stalker advantage for Hero, but he has not been able to find anything decisive with it. Hero did get Shadow Stride and warps in 3 more DTs. MaxPax is now finished a 5th base, with Hero being unable to secure even a 4th. Damn. Oh. DTs. Oh. Hawkward. Good noticing there from Maximus Paximus. Oh, yeah. They might actually outrun this Observer. He could siege it up to give a little bit more vision, but only for a moment. These DTs will escape. Meanwhile, in the middle, finally MaxPax able to kill one of, or pardon me, Hero able to kill one of MaxPax's Observers. Might have actually gotten 2 in that fight. No? No, just 1. He killed 1 earlier. Maybe? Yeah, must be. Oh, man, Hero had a pretty nice macro lead for a lot of this, but now it is time to go crazy sicko mode. 88 probes for MaxPax, but these Blink DTs, they're going to be uncomfortable to deal with. He gets the kill on one of the Observers. MaxPax, or pardon me, Hero does. Oh, he will be able to get away with these units. And now the Blink DTs are in on top of the 4th base. They're into the main. Main Lobster. Come on down to Red Lobster for, I don't know, Lobster Fest? Oh, DTs, click the Nexus. Ah, he's going to kill it anyways, I think. Oh, we're juking the Observer. Oh, but the heal! The shield battery. But now we got Hero coming into the middle of the map, and he is looking for this middle Nexus. Hero turning on the Jets in a big way. Can he get the kill on the Nexus? He certainly can, and he will get out with the majority of this army. And now he can finish off this Nexus anyways. Holt's the Nexus sniper? Nah. Hero's the Nexus sniper, and he gets out with both Archon morphs. Very clean little move from Hero. And now it is 4 base to 3 and an eco advantage for Hero. God, that was sick. Sick city. Tasteless. Sick city needs our help. Batman's in trouble or something. I don't know. Whatever the lore is. Recall. Is it on cooldown for both players? Yeah, it is. Ooh, sniping the Robo facility is very nice. Stalkers were warped into this base. Hero needs to run away with them. He is up an army supply for the moment. Both players on 3-1-0 right now. Nexus going to be targeted immediately. Yeah, I think this comes down to DT Shrine. Oh my god, 46 Stalkers to 18. Never mind, it might not come down to DT Shrine at all. Hero is going to lose, I think, all of his probes first. MaxPax gets away with a lot of them. Hero has so much more fighting power. I mean, the Zealots obviously are high DPS, but can they ever connect with the opponent? Oh, that's a big warping of Stalkers. Hero blinking right on top of it. The mobility is so valuable right now. Immortal does get left in the dust as the result. Hero is going to be able to chase down the majority of these, actually all the Stalkers on the right side. He does lose, MaxPax I should say, losing the Sentry. MaxPax saving the Nexus though, which is really, really nice. There's another one over here. I didn't even realize Hero still has one. Oh, Observer. God, they're all together. There was 4 Observers to 4. They are all traveling in a big fustercluck, if I may. Force Field's trying to block the Zealots out, more so blocking the Stalkers out. Observers, who targets down whose? That might not even be the objective. There's so many Observers just flying over top, but it's the main fight, which is going in the favor of Hero. MaxPax going to be forced to tap out. I want to rewatch that fight because that I was so focused on the Observers, I didn't even watch the actual battle. Damn, that game was crazy. Yeah, it's just the Stalker count way too high. Yeah, the main thing was just killing the DTs, and they all went down. Guardian Shield was obviously nice, but nowhere near enough. It did get kind of close in the stalker numbers, but not close enough to make the difference. Damn. Wowie zowie. That was a very cool game. Man, HeroMarine is so cool. He does stuff with units that, like, you just really don't feel like is possible. Ooh, ByuN HeroMarine going to be a rematch. Hero. Yes, Hero did win that one. ByuN took down Solar, and HeroMarine took down Cristiano. Any Hero game is a good game to watch. Oh, yeah. All right, 2 minutes of ads real quick, and hopefully we'll get into HeroMarine versus ByuN. ByuN versus HeroMarine. A PvP into a TBT. Is this loser's bracket semifinals then? Yes, yes it is. Haven't seen HeroMarine in one of the weeklies in a while. He plays on and off. Cool PvP is so rare these days. Yes, I agree. I agree. Oh, wow. Yeah, how did I forget about Tankovacs? Siege tanks didn't have siege? No, you had to research it, TBD forever. You had to research it at the beginning of Wings of Liberty. When did that get changed? Because I don't think that was the entire duration of Wings of Liberty. Siege tank, Legacy of the Void, Wings of Liberty. Wings of Liberty. It also used to only do 35 damage as opposed to 40, which means that if you got +1 Carapace as the Zerg player, your Zerglings survived a tank shot. Now it's 40 flat damage, and you just, yeah, you don't. You just don't. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, it actually wasn't Wings of Liberty. Maybe it was Heart of the Swarm. Build time reduced. Life increased. Siege tanks no longer require an upgrade in order to enter siege mode. Oh, no, that was... Oh, that was the beta of Heart of the Swarm. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Do-do-do, do-do-do, dun-dun. Bum, 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 bum. Think it changed in HOTS? You are correct. Yeah, it was all of Wings of Liberty. Yep. All right, who will win this best of one TVT? Losers. Semifinals. Semifinal. ByuN. HeroMarine. All right, I do enjoy me a good TVT. And TVT, I feel like TVT is a really underrated matchup. I feel like people are like, TVT is the worst. And then I'll be like, TVT is good sometimes. And they'll be like, yeah, but usually it sucks. And then I'll be like, well, let's watch this one. And then it'll be the sickest super banger series. And they'll be like, oh yeah, sometimes that's true. TVT is best mirror. I think that's the Giga Chat opinion, personally. I think that's the correct opinion. But I understand there are a lot of games in TVT that are just the worst to watch. TVT is good when it's limited. You know, it's kind of like distance makes the heart grow fonder. That same thing applies to TVT. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right. It is the Shopify Rebellion's ByuN in the yellow. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left. It is Mousesport's HeroMarine in the red. Always like ZBZ best for the Baneling butt clench phase. The thing is, at the top level, you really don't see it much. Not like for prolonged time, I would say. Joe M. Joe Mama. Nice. Nice one, Pie. That's fair. That's fair. Yep. Yep. We're going to see a Wonder Axe expand out of HeroMarine. That's a pretty bold move in a best of one. I think that's ballin'. 7 a.m. in Korea. Nerds in Korea are at their peak form. It's true. This is their power spike. HeroMarine is going to get a quick Bunky the Bunker. And he did scout. So, I mean, it's still economically better to go for the Wonder Axe expand. But he's undercutting that for safety. And that's totally understandable. Once again, it is a best of one. Meanwhile, ByuN went blind Reaper Reactor, which actually is... It is actually crazy to say this, but ByuN's build is riskier than HeroMarine's. TPT is great, but most Terrans hate it, so we rarely get to see a good show. It's true. It's true. ByuN will have an opportunity to potentially try and drive by here. But that's 4 Marines in a bunker. That's a lot of firepower. And unless he brought all the units directly here, which he would have had to do blindly, would have been tricky to get anything done. This is central, so this is ping advantage for HeroMarine. Thank you, Philin. Philin12. For the follow. And JJNNZ. And all the other peeps following. If you are enjoying the stream, please drop a follow. That's the worst. That's the worst when the mule doth protest and do not return the minerals. Ooh, we got a tank and a medevac. Going to be a little bit of an aggressive play. Ravens being produced by both sides, but of course, HeroMarine will have the faster Raven since he did not build a medevac. Oh. Oh. Boom. Kapow. ByuN. Okay, just going to immediately back away. Did ByuN see the 3rd CC? Oh, wow. Just, wow. Look at that. What a funny little sequence of the CC building. Just,
Additional supply depots.
this looks like this looks like in Super Mario when one of the characters gets jumped on, but like it doesn't kill them.
Additional supply depots.
But it like half squashes them. You know what I'm talking about. Are we sieging this tank? That would be kind of crazy. No, he elects not to. ByuN just being as active as he can. But not actually getting anything for it. He forces some repair on the Cyclone, which is nice. Both players starting up their 1-1 at the same time. It is a pretty decent SCV lead here for HeroMarine. ByuN, a little bit supply block there at 70, was waiting for his command center to finish. HeroMarine already has his 2nd and 3rd barracks and their reactors, their subsequent reactors, donezo. That is quite nice for him. And ByuN did not get more than just the singular Raven. My Ravens are very singular. Huh? Auto turret going to get dropped. This is going to be tough for ByuN to play this mid game without access to the all-important interference matrix. Oh, we got the depot top hat. Top of the morning to you. Any depot top hats in the chat? Showing either your approval or disdain for supply blocks. Or just that you like top hats. Also a viable option. ByuN going to need to start up his combat shields. HeroMarine already has his on the way. Oh, a couple of SCVs. Oh, okay, yeah. Finds a couple. Oh, there is the combat shields coming in. Both players did not forget their armory, although HeroMarines is a little bit late. I do want to emphasize, like, very minimal. Like, 3 seconds at most. ByuN, though, did fire up the 2-2 right away. HeroMarine on top of it as well. ByuN, no +1 vehicle weapons. He does tend to forget that sometimes. Oh. Little skirmish in the middle of the map. But I think it's just the early game units. ByuN doing what ByuN loves to do, which is taking additional bases on location. Now, if the Marines do skirmish, this will not be ideal for ByuN because he does have the combat shield's disadvantage. Oh. There's a missile turret that ultimately was finished. It's funny that they both built the spotter depot. Here comes the boost in the main base. Combat shields is not yet done, but it will complete very shortly. ByuN gets the full unload. Oh, he's going to get a depot top hat from earlier. Oh, he's going to get 2. HeroMarine going to lose a lot of SCVs here. ByuN, okay, not targeting them down any longer. HeroMarine will get the full cleanup, but that was... I feel like that was definitely a worthwhile drop. I mean, that's the equivalent of killing, I think, 4 depots, basically. HeroMarine says, I don't want any less than 3 depot top hats in my main base. And you may not look at me or my son ever again. He's actually still not unsupply blocked. He does build the Oopsie Hellbat, which is a distant relative, like a third cousin of the Accidental Swarm Host. Double starport coming in from HeroMarine. Meanwhile, we've got the second factory for ByuN. Did HeroMarine even get us? Okay, he did get a second factory. He's already got it. He's also landing his own 4th CC on location. ByuN. Oh, a little bit late to stim. HeroMarine with the faster reaction time on the right side. Despite the fact that ByuN had his 2-2 finishing and was actually in a better position to fight there. Oh. Oh, no. No, ByuN, not like this, not like this, not like this. No. Oh, okay. Abort. Oh, my God. Why did we turn that way? He's actually crazy with it. That was so close to just minus 40 supply. This game may very well go super long, but it also... Like, HeroMarine's army is going to be so much better than ByuN's. ByuN, by the way, did get the +1 vehicle weapons, has now started at +2 vehicle weapons, which is uber important. Command center starting to be added on en masse by both players. Quad drop gets into the main. If he can get the starports, that would be really nice. There's not enough Marines by any means here for HeroMarine to fight this. 1 starport going to fall. Anti-armor missile will be very valuable here. ByuN trying to make a move in the middle of the map during all this. Oh, if you can deny the +2 vehicle weapons, that would be huge. That is what you need to one-shot stimmed Marines. Once you get that +2 vehicle weapons... It is giga powerful. I mean, tanks are obviously already super good in TVT. Killing the starport, killing the +2 vehicle weapons, those are big moves. ByuN, how many is he only on 6 barracks? No, he's on 8. Oh, there's the other 2. Okay. They just weren't all active. HeroMarine building 2 more starports. ByuN. Oh, he's going to boost in with another quad medevac drop. And there is nothing to stop it again. This is going to be another couple of dead depot top hats. He's going to get the main command center as well. Not quite in time for the repair. Tank's going to try and siege up. We could see a dive on top of them. Not going to be an option. Vikings finally being added in. ByuN, meanwhile, oh, he's going to jump on top of HeroMarine's army on the right. Anti-armor missile. Wow. Oh, there's too many Marines for HeroMarine. Huh. The spready on these Marines. Wow, that I really didn't think that was going to go the way that it did. That was with upgrade advantage, I believe, for ByuN as well. It feels like ByuN has been looking to destroy or deny a 5th base of HeroMarine for a while. But it just hasn't been taken this whole time. Do we have ByuN finally? Okay, he's finally on 3 starports himself. Does he have the... No, he doesn't have the Raven upgrade yet. HeroMarine and ByuN both getting the late game engineering bay upgrades. The, what is it? The Neo Steel armor? Yeah. Carry capacity. Oh, hold that thought. We got a push down to the right side. Really good spotter Marine here for Gabe. Very important that he sees this. This time, this push does have tanks. It's going to be a bit of a free siege up position here for HeroMarine. That's going to be able to deny this gas at the 3rd until the Ravens come in. But it looks like HeroMarine might just let ByuN do this. Tanks, oh my god, okay, we're going to see a big movement on top of this. A lot of the tanks were unsieged. HeroMarine loses 3 of them. Anti-armor missile ends up shooting at a Marine that dies on the way out, and he hits a couple of his own Marines. That's just a little bit unfortunate. Not that... it's not the worst thing in the world. It just feels bad, honestly. ByuN has felt like he's had all the momentum in this game despite not finding a decisive game-winning fight. Finally, a couple of interference matrices going to come in. 1 tank will manage to unsiege. The other 2 are just going to go down. I would say that's... Even though the resources lost is very similar, income advantage... Well, actually, it has started to spike in favor of ByuN, but only in the last little bit. Feels like that's the first real win for HeroMarine in this game. $10 Ravens to 5. ByuN has gotten the interference matrix finally. And 4 more command centers being added on as he maxes out once again. Sensor tower going to get taken out here by ByuN. He just controls so much of the tempo in this game. And I do love that he's adding missile turrets in the middle, setting up tank positions on the high ground. This is... Old Republic has some really strong positions that if you hold them are very difficult to break. Obviously, Ravens are really good at that. So will Liberators. So Liberators will also be good at that. Yeah. But you don't always have access to Ravens. You don't always have access to Liberators. And missile turrets makes it more difficult to find an angle. Well, they can. They don't always. Oh, speaking of finding an angle. Good scans from both sides. But triple drop into the natural once again. ByuN finds an opening in the armor of HeroMarine. And is going to get to blasting. Can he kill the command center here? Perhaps. Oh, he will. It's expensive, but that's a nice kill. Ooh, Viking count for HeroMarine is very large. This game is definitely not over. And this is really interesting. HeroMarine is doing something we don't often see in TVT, which is letting his SCV count get pummeled and going for a huge army supply army. This is a very Maru-esque play He's got 140 plus army supply. +3 vehicle weapons, by the way, is there's no breakpoints on siege tanks. Oh my god, 7 Vikings at once for ByuN. He is really trying to catch up in that Viking count very, very quickly. He does have the armor advantage. Might have been more impactful to kill this armory. HeroMarine will have the +1 vehicle and ship plating as well in a moment. ByuN, though, does have his own +2 vehicle plating on the way. And +1 flyer tax is... it's about a minute away from completing. I mean, it's always better to... Oh, okay. We're going to see a big set of interference matrices coming in on the bottom side. He's going to lose at least 2 Ravens there. I think HeroMarine only loses 1 tank. That was very nice for HeroMarine. ByuN. Oh, that's a lot of mules on the top left. But doesn't have a crazy amount of gas. And he's not mining a crazy amount of gas either. Actually, how many refineries do we have? 10? But surely the main base ones are completely dry. Actually, even the natural ones are probably getting low for both players. Yeah, one of ByuN's is fully out. The other one is getting low. HeroMarine does need to make something happen. You can't just sit on 145, 150 army supply and expect to be okay. Now, if you keep expanding, you keep muling bases, and you use your big army supply to take better fights, that's a different story. But he is not necessarily finding those better fights. In fact, it is ByuN who gets a couple of interference matrices. Won't be able to break through, though. And now we've got HeroMarine. Maybe it is time to pull the trigger. Gets a very good anti-armor missile. Ooh, auto turret's going to try and cut off the retreat. That is a pretty darn good fight for HeroMarine. Anti-armor missiles coming through on both sides. What is the Raven count right now? Oh, man, this is actually looking very good for HeroMarine. ByuN has so much money in the bank. Can he hold with the planetary? There's only 2 tanks, so they're not sieging up. The mass repair is doing its darndest. Now the tanks siege up. Nice little interference matrix from HeroMarine shutting down the tank on the high ground. ByuN, this planetary is really staying alive, but no longer. HeroMarine, meanwhile, oh, the tank spots from earlier. Gonna intercept a lot of the tanks of HeroMarine. God, they're killing so much. Holy crap. They just killed like 4, 5, 6 tanks. 9, 10, 11 divorces. 15, 16, 17 divorces. 18 divorces. Damn. Absolute banger of a game. And look at that. Resources lost within like 250 of one another. HeroMarine not able to get the decisive breakthrough, and those tank spots from earlier putting in work. These Marines are just running for the hills. But these hills, they have big cannons in them. Missile turret and Marines taking this down. God, these poor Marines. Oh, they're trying to be heroes, but they're just going to be dead Marines. Interference matrix coming through. ByuN might have the death push now. Income advantage is off the chain. And ByuN is off leash now. Mass auto turrets on both sides. Hard to tell who has more. I don't think it matters, though, because ByuN has more of the real units. And as long as they're trading relatively evenly, ByuN comes out monstrously ahead. He's just mined so much more. Oh, unfortunately putting a missile turret blocking the taking of one of his opponent's bases. But that is more than okay. Oh, wow. That is a very one-sided income graph. HeroMarine doesn't want to throw in the towel just yet, but he is 5 bases to the rest of the bases. Oh, and we've got ByuN looking to put a little bit of mustard on it. HeroMarine's going to try and break through here. We'll drop a couple of interference matrices. Anti-armor missile coming through from ByuN. He's just going to retreat. Doesn't want to get blasted down by tanks, and doing a good job of actually just kind of skirmishing where he can and giving up ground where he can't fight. These BCs are about to have 2-3 upgrades, and Yamato, by the way. ByuN is actually going to have the full Monty upgrade set up if this game goes, what, another 2 minutes? 2 and a bit minutes. Got 14 out of 15. Oh, ByuN says, well, these Marines survived, but I don't like that they did. And so I'm going to put a stop to that. ByuN wants to close this one out in style. How many BCs do we have? 3? 3 more in production. HeroMarine trying to get up towards 2-3, but I mean, it's just the income disparity is just not something HeroMarine can recover from. ByuN with just a giga bank. And is now killing even more Marines. He's make more BCs. I'll just make more of them. Now Yamato Cannon is done. How many BCs do we have out? 4? They do take a long time to build. 64 seconds. That is a really funny planetary fortress. We've begun the great SCV migration towards death. Interference matrix gonna come in. Auto turrets getting dropped. The battle cruisers are operational, but I don't believe they've been revealed yet. Funnily enough, like, there is actually still a world where ByuN could lose this game if he takes the worst possible fight, because there's just so much Raven energy. But he's been really on point, and I do not think I don't think we're living in that world. Watching the missile turret just blast away at the planetary or at the command center was kind of cool to see. Anti-armor missile getting sent out from both sides. We're about to get there. 3-3 BCs. God, he's built so many Vikings. Does he have smart servos? That is actually a very important upgrade for the Vikings. He does have the ability to get it, but I guess hasn't been thinking about it. He's too busy thinking of swag, swagger, and panache. All the most important things. There's Yamato cannons coming through. Anti-armor missiles as well. We will see the BCs getting switched off. This is not the greatest start to the fight here for ByuN. In fact, it's a very good jump for HeroMarine. But ByuN is just so ludicrously far ahead. That, like, he can... The only way he actually loses the game would be if he literally lost everything and then waffled for, like, 20 seconds to 30 seconds about what to rebuild while HeroMarine got in position on his production. All right, here comes what could be the final fight. Once again, the interference matrices shut off all of the BCs. HeroMarine, though, is still losing too many Vikings, and ByuN is going to be able to take this one down. There's the blink in on top of some seed tanks. It's not the dramatic blink forward into victory that ByuN was, I'm sure, looking for. HeroMarine will not give him the satisfaction of that, but... Actually, there's, like, no Ravens for ByuN, and he's kind of out of gas. Like, I think that this is still not even remotely close to being close. But still got to be a little careful. We should be able to make a little BC at work. HeroMarine is doing a good job of taking good fights here. He's gotten a little bit more cost efficient over time. These BCs, though, now they kind of don't have a great answer. The Raven count isn't super high. Yamato's, there we go. There's the satisfying shots. Pew, pew, pew. Blasting down 3 siege tanks. A little bit of Viking kiting. Killing a good number of the Ravens of HeroMarine that were left over. Marines do not have a fun time fighting battle cruisers on even upgrades. The armor is just so thick to get through. And GG will get called. ByuN having some fun with the closeout, going up into that mass BC. It takes a while, but he does ultimately get the job done. I mean, he won that game well before this, obviously. When it's, what was it? 9 bases to 5 for as long as it was. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time. Yeah, at one point, the resource collection rate of ByuN, and that's minerals and gas, mind you, was, I think, about 7,800. That's a lot. That's a lot. Can we have hero blinking forward? We have hero blinking forward at home. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. Okay, that is going to mean it's going to be ByuN versus MaxPax in the lower bracket semifinals, which is where the lowers of the previous matches go. That almost feels worse to say that. It almost feels worse. Like more insulting somehow. Hey, thank you much around the BAM for the 5 gifted subbies. Thank you very, very, very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Congratulations to Thendariel, Speedy Maza, Dimash, Amazant, and the Grotto. To everyone who got it. Hey, thank you, Jester Fun. Where the bottoms of the previous matches go. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Very well done by ByuN there. Doom, doom. Bum, 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 bum. Once again, do appreciate it very much. 07's in the chat for the 5 gifted subbies around the BAM. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bracket of the defeateth. Precisely. Precisely. Winner of this will face off against HeroMarine in the pre-bracket reset finals and grand finals, if it gets there. Very good tournament for HeroMarine, going toe-to-toe with ByuN and Hero. Yeah, I would agree. I hope he looks at it as like this was a good tournament for him, you know? Like he beat ByuN in the upper bracket 2-1. Toe to Yamato. Nice. I like that. Can ByuN win 3 TVPs in a row to take first place? Yeah, it would be... Yeah, he'd have to win this one 1-0. Oh, what's the server? I didn't even see. I mean, ByuN does look good in TVP again. Like, he's got the micro to pull off what you need to do to make Terran feel strong in this matchup. ByuN did win the coin flip, by the way, so it is West server. So that's big. That's a really big deal, especially in a best of one. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right, it is Sidestorm Gaming's MaxPax. Ho, 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 ho. And he don't care that it's a best of one. He going for it. It's the Shopify Rebellion's ByuN. Sending out an instant SCV, but just the one. Just the one. Now, where he's putting this, I mean, this feels like Proxy Reaper, but it could very easily be a Proxy 111. Very easily. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that he wants to put his whole base over here. This is a really good setup against a high ground wall. Cure did this, I believe, against Classic in RSL. And, I mean, it is bad news bears for the Protoss because the Gateway and the Cyber are basically forfeit. They're basically forfeit here. And MaxPax is going to put the Cyber Core in a very precarious position. Now, if it's the factory at home, then this is extremely good, but it's a Marine. Yeah, this is going to be a Proxy 111. MaxPax is going to see this. He's going to see double gas. Should know, of course, that this is a... well, it'd be a Proxy Reaper if the factory was at home, since it's not. And he is checking for it. He didn't look behind the mineral line, so it technically could be there. But as we well know, it is not. Oh. Who is that?
Game paused.
Ah. Okay, I feel bad, but I'm just really happy it's not me. I thought it was me. I was ready to freak it and just be like, ah. RIP, KB Rage. MaxPax should know to look over here, but we'll see if he does. Starport is... oh, okay, it's being built further back. Normally, if you're the one wondering who's lagging... yeah, that's why I was scared. And it felt kind of like the lockups felt familiar to when I've been disconnected. MaxPax is actually not going to find this if he doesn't continue. He should check. Like, this is the only place it could be. Oh, Adept. Oh my God, it got in. Hello? Oh, and he gets, oh my God, he gets 2 SCVs and gets out. ByuN will get the kill though. Those drilly boys are, they got more range than they used to. How did the Adept get in? 2 SCVs going down is really, really bad, but why did we build a Twilight? MaxPax. Okay, okay, he's finally going to see this. The SCV actually gives the position up, but that is not how you want to find out that there's a tank here. Cybercore will complete Warp Gate. Oh, does he get the kill on this before the gateway can finish morphing? No, so he gets one Stalker Warp in, but the other gateway was not done. And the third one not even particularly close. Ooh, loading up to go to the high ground is a little dangerous. There's no shield battery, though. I feel like this is just going to end the game. MaxPax, he treated this like it was a normal macro game when he saw literally no production at home. Yeah, this is just over. ByuN has cooked him. MaxPax is not going to be able to complete Blink. Pro pull going to come in. No, yeah, he can't. He knows he can't. To let an SCV back in. That makes sense. That makes sense. Damn. ByuN. If there's ever a time to do a build like that, it is... That is when. That is when. All right, and we are going to be heading on over to the KR server now. Where there's going to be herO versus ByuN. Now, we'll see if it is a best of 3 or best of 5 pre-bracket reset finals. Protoss need to scout better. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. Is you need to see it. You need to see it coming. You need to respond. Obviously, it's super easy for us to be like, oh, you should have just seen that. Broke it on that map. If you get that high ground set up, it's pretty brutal to deal with it. Bum, 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 bum. It could be worse. It could be me. Yeah, I feel bad, but also, yeah. GG. All right, minute and a half of ads real quick. Okay, so it is going to be best of 3 into best of 3. So if we'll win this best of 3 PVT pre-reset final. Oh, looks like they are remaking the lobby. Oh, sorry, 1 veto more. Feels like MaxPax was reacting to a proxy Marauder, not a proxy 111 here. Yeah, but seeing 2 gas, like, okay, so MaxPax has his own version of proxy Marauder where he gets a second gas with it, but proxy Marauder by every Terran player at the top level is always 1 gas. It is always 1 gas, and it is always... If it was 2 gas, you would leave 2 workers on each gas instead of all 3. But, like, I feel like against that, you have to open up Robo. Like, you just can't go for the Twilight Council. Yeah. I do think, regardless, it is always going to be difficult to deal with. But, honestly, maybe even just going 4-gate and trying to rush the low ground. It is really, really tough. Really Rock is right. That is a brutal position to deal with. But MaxPax, unfortunately, did himself no favors there. But, I mean, if I had a nickel for every time I scouted that I was being all in and did myself no favors by responding not ideally, to be polite to myself, we'll say not ideally, I would be... so wealthy. I would have a lot of nickels. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left in the orange for some reason. Must be a big Hearthstone fan. It is T1's HeroMarine. And his opponent spawning down on the red for the Shopify Rebellion. It's ByuN. Red for the blood of the Protoss, which is actually blue. So that just doesn't work at all. Low ground wall. I also feel like that previous game is a great example of why it is better to be a player like HeroMarine or Dark. And by that, I mean just being so wildly unpredictable. And never doing the same thing. Not never doing the same thing twice. They absolutely do the same thing twice. But not always doing the same thing. Because if you aren't known as a, high ground waller, or if your opponent doesn't know whether you will wall on the high ground, Reaper jump or not, they can't do something like that and have the confidence. Oh, mutually assured destruction. That's really funny. That one SCV, this one that got the kill, that was so far away. So I think it's actually completely up for debate who that's better for. Because obviously it feels really good to get an SCV kill, but HeroMarine loses his additional scouting information. Now, he's already seen there was no second gas and that the barracks was built at home. Technically, though, it could be a proxied second barracks on the map. Highly unlikely. That's a very rare build to run into. And the last time I saw it, actually, ByuN kind of... was it ByuN or Percival? Might have been Percival. Completely bamboozled their opponent. I think it was Percival. And then MaxPax, accidentally intercepted 3 Marines in the middle of the map, and then the game was over. Because the whole point is you rally Marines from your side of the map with the barracks, and then you have a proxied barracks that's building a tech lab, concussive shells, and marauders, and then you surprise your opponent. And the place where you cut... Actually, there's a few different ways of going about it. You can sometimes not even build a command center, but you can build a command center in the natural, make it look like a 1-rax expand, and you cut the orbital command out of your build order for a little while. Obviously, it's economically inferior, but it can be a really cool way to play. But that's obviously not what we're seeing. Oh, Cyclone is going to get a kill here. And will get saved. Nice job. That poor Marine was... that poor Marine's job was to die. That was his whole job. He applied to be in the Marines, and they said, just to be clear, you have one job. And we know you shouldn't have experience with it. And the Marine was like, oh, a job that doesn't require experience? Didn't look at the fine print. Signed up. And they just left him there. He's like, so, I'm kind of out here on my own, guys. There's these weird alien pony-looking things with bandanas on their chins. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Cyclone gets another good lock on here, but it will be broken this time. Oh, Widowmine. Oh, God. Oh, he killed it. Yo, HeroMarine. HeroMarine is sick with it. I can't believe he actually got the kill on that. HeroMarine is such a baller. Other side of the map did... Okay, he did lose one Stalker. He lost one at home as well, but he cleans up both mines. He did get a couple of Marines as well, and an SCV. We didn't see the Stalker aggression. Probably should have been looking at that. Job applications in 2026 be like... Yeah, you got one job here. AI-generated job applications. Medevac just doing some scouting. Blink is done. Oof. Tanks with the overlapping fields of fire. Thought it was best of 5 final and best of 3 reset. It is, unless the players agree to do otherwise. And since they're both, you know, playing from South Korea, and it is, yeah, like 7 in the morning right now, 6:30, 6:45 in the morning or something. I think they're more than okay with just calling it. ByuN knows HeroMarine very well. HeroMarine will always look for the intercept on the medevacs retreat, and he says, okay, I've shown you I'm going this way. Psych, we going this way. Really utilizing the high ground, low ground of the map well to get over to this position. And keeping that early medevac alive is really nice. ByuN going to take advantage by loading it up with 8 Marines and just sending it back across the map. Stim will be done a little bit, well, decent bit before combat shields and well before +1. This could secure ByuN the opportunity to get across the map, and could also secure a crap ton of probe kills if HeroMarine is not very quick to respond. Also, this is a bit of an Artosis pylon right here. 3 gates on just 1 pylon. It's more of just, it's not an Artosis pylon, it's just a Tosis pylon, you know? Or an Artos-ish pylon. Oh, Observer is going to get chased down here by the boosted Cyclone. HeroMarine a little bit supply blocked. He's actually trying to go into a Templar Archives. Huh. Charge is done. We're on 8 gates. Cyclone not quite able to get sniped. Zealot counterattack will just get into the natural and is going to be able to find some value. Meanwhile, drop into the main. Here comes the recall from some of these stalkers. HeroMarine a little bit bottled up. Zealots. Oh, they do run into some Widow Mines on the other side of the map. Mines hit them hard. Oh, the Marines are still alive in the main somehow for a decent bit of time. SCVs will pull on the other side of the map. HeroMarine is going to get cleaned up. Oh, can he get a force field on the ramp? No, not quite. Blink forward into the tanks. Immortals, though, dropping it on top of those tanks. Guardian Shield. It is going to stay alive for a little bit here. Oh, the hot pickup. Oh, the Immortal saves. HeroMarine sick with it. A little bit of fancy pants micro coming in. I did not think he was going to be able to keep that Immortal alive. The 14 HP Immortal. Getting fancy, getting jiggy with it. Ooh, recall is on cooldown, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Bisquetios. Ooh, he wants the Templar Archives. He will kill this. Meanwhile, HeroMarine on the other side of the map is just going to go for it. There are 2 Immortals here. There's a Prism as well. SCV is going to try and pull. Just a body block. Widow Mines are going to pop out in a moment. A big warp in into the natural, and ByuN is not going to be able to hold, I don't think. Only one of the Widow Mines was able to fire. There's just a couple of Marauders left here. Other side of the map, there wasn't enough to break through. And HeroMarine. Wa-chow, wa-pow. Yeah. Pushes for the dub. Oh. Invalid map. Oh, that was weird. Huh. Okay, we're in. Hey, welcome Zerg to Kill. Welcome Zil. GG. Oh my god, Bane Suffer. That's so dark. Oh. What does pre-bracket mean? Yes, it means first best of 3. Yeah. Pre-reset, I guess, is the better way to put it, but pre-bracket reset, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Not sure what the most, like, succinct way to put it is. Please let there be reset in next finals. That'd be nice. I would not complain about that one bit. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left for T1, it is HeroMarine in the orange. He's rocking his own portrait, right? Yeah, he is. Hell yeah. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN in the red. I never realized how annoying Warp Prism Warp-In was until I started to play Terran 2. Yeah, I mean, you can be on top of your own production, and they have defender's advantage against you. Because they can put it wherever they want, basically. Of course, inside of the power field, but they can put it past the wall. Yeah. Friendship with Zest ended. My portrait is my best friend now. Nice. Hero going with a relatively quick scout here. Not the fastest possible scout, but still a quick one. So this is going to sound funny, but I think it's actually really smart of Hero to do the high ground wall after ByuN did that build already against MaxPax. Because it's highly unlikely ByuN would do it twice in a row. Especially already down 1-0 in the series. But yeah, I think there's certain pain points in matchups that players don't necessarily realize if they play the other race, or one of the other races, I should say. Like, I feel like, for example, until you learn to micro Hellions really well in TVZ, it is really obnoxious to deal with just Ling Bane all in off like 25 drones. Will Hero be out of bricks this time? The age-old question. Are there enough bricks in Hero's brick package? Brick. Oh. Okay. This is pretty sick. Oh my god, Hero. ByuN, you're so cool. I love this. I love this. It's so goofy, but it's so neat. Brick inventory, yeah. His brick bag. Every so often, ByuN will do this for like 6 times in a week. And then he'll be like, oh yeah, I can't really do that anymore. Stargate opener against a 2 Marauder Marine push is not ideal for ByuN. Now, what is ideal is that he's going to get in before the shield battery... Well, before the Oracle's out and without a shield battery here. But Oracle is instantly switched on. And that Marauder is instantly dead. Oracle can be energy recharged to keep it still active. He's just going to switch it off. He's going to scout. Oh. Oh, wow. We're both taking bases in unexpected positions. Huh. That is really cool. Hero making sure to mine just the one pathway. He will see a suspiciously empty main. Now, if energy recharge had been used on this Oracle, this could have been 4 or 5 dead SCVs. He still could go for a little bit of damage. Obviously, it takes 25 energy to turn the beam on. But he waits for the second Oracle and will find a couple of SCVs. Oh, ByuN's going to lose the SCV before he finishes this missile turret as well. Hero with some fancy pants, dancy micro. Now, he doesn't know about this base, obviously. And it feels like he hasn't sniffed it out either. This is the kind of build that is especially good out of ByuN when it is so far into a tournament and you've both been playing for a long time already. Because you normally you'd look at this probably and say, wow, there's 2 more barracks. They don't have add-ons yet. You don't have a fast engineering bay. Not super fast anyways. It was still in production. Like, something's missing. Oh, that's very nice for Hero. Once again, 2 more SCVs and a Marine. And he even gets a third one that was not quite covered by that gas. Now, is he accidentally going to scout this? Okay, no. Not yet. Mules being dropped on this base in large quantities. But did those drop off the minerals? One of them didn't, I am pretty sure. But I'm not 100% certain. We are going to be seeing a rather quick rush up to 8 gates and blink. Hero's already on 59 probes. Jeez. Oh, wow. This is really nice from Hero. People underestimate how, like, how good his macro actually is. Oh, stalkers. They're going to be able to take down this bunker. No contest even. Combat shields will complete in a moment. Nice blink micro there from Hero. So far, he has only lost a stalker and an adept. Now, Hero might not expect ByuN to have as many units as he's going to be able to have. Oh, that's funny. He's targeting down the reactor. He will not get it. I wonder if that was a misclick, actually. Oh, well, these weren't. He gets another 2 SCVs building depots. And that's actually just another additional nuisance. I feel like that's a big pain point for Terrans, is when workers that are building buildings get killed. Clem is the GOAT of putting those workers back on immediately. But it is not as easy as he makes it look. +1 weapons will complete here for Hero, and he goes immediately into +1 armor. ByuN is going to be ahead on the 1-1 timing by a lot. Oh, that's a very painful loss right there. Blinking forward in on top of the command center. Gets the kill on it instantly. Nice snipe on a Marauder. That is a lot of units. I mean, this base is just right under the nose of Hero. At a certain point, Hero does need to be wondering, like, why do you have so many units on just 2 bases? Hero has been trading so efficiently. I mean, it's barely trading. He's only lost 5 units. Oh, he's finally going to find this, and that's going to be a dead base almost immediately. ByuN needs to stim over just to get here. Stasis trap. I really love it. Oh, it wasn't quite perfectly placed, though. Can he get the kill on the command center? He's going to try and repair. Force fields keep the army out. And that is a dead base. And that is a very good stasis trap. Oh, it was a future sight stasis trap. He was like, you're going to come around the corner and try and kill me after I get here. And you're not going to be looking for a stasis trap at that point. Huge EMP on the Zealots. Really nice EMP. Hits like all of them. But I don't think it's going to matter. We see a blink forward in on top of these units that were hit by this. SCV is going to pull. This is a desperation attack. Hero actually took the base away from ByuN. He said, this is mine now. Tell your minerals they work for me now. I don't even know what voice that's supposed to be. God, Hero is absolutely just clobbering ByuN at this point. Third command center has been rebuilt, but Hero is about to take a 5th base. That is so many Zealots here. EMP once again landing nicely on those Zealots. The only thing Hero really needs is more gates, and he's already on 12. He warps in 7 Zealots. Oh, 2 more Robos as well. I say 2 more. I think it's the first 2 Robos. Wood of Mines. One of them does burrow. The other one is kind of jumbled up here. There's just so many Zealots. And ByuN is going to have his clock unfortunately cleaned. Guardian Shield a little late. Ultimately, ByuN does push this back, but 40 SCVs go down. The 3rd command center dies again. And Hero gets out with the most valuable units in the form of those stalkers. Well, he did lose the Oracles and the Archons. Not really a big deal. He can replenish way faster than ByuN at this point. ByuN kiting for his life. But it is not going to be enough here. Hero is just going to overwhelm him. Force field on the ramp. Not stopping the units from firing, but it will stop the SCVs from escaping. And herO just absolutely blasting through ByuN there to take the Monday Night Weeklies number 44. Very, very well done. Huge bricks reserve. Yeah, herO's got an endless supply of bricks. I think it was a pretty cool game, too. All right. Well done by herO. I might play a game or two. We will see. We will see. I've been feeling pretty good about my play recently. For now, we are going to run 3 minutes of ads. Once again, please do, if you want to keep these Monday Night Weeklies going, exclamation MNW. If you head on over to the Ko-Fi, you can support the tournament. And make sure that they continue to happen. We've had some very generous support over the last little bit. And obviously, it's been extremely helpful. Extremely, extremely helpful. And yeah, that would be very, very cool. I will be right back. Obviously, the tournament portion is done. herO takes it. But yeah, I'll either do some brain teasers or we'll play a little bit of Vidya game. Yeah. Stick around or don't. It's totally up to you. And if you do want to call it a day, if you got a free Twitch Prime, would be very, very helpful. Or if you want to support just by subbing directly or gifting subs, all of the above are very, very, very helpful. All right. Bye-bye or not. We'll see. Whatever happened to One Zerg ladder game? I mean, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about right here. I just got to go to the washroom. You're using the same login screen? Oh. Speaking of using certain login screens. By the way, thank you very much for everyone watching on YouTube or who watched on YouTube. We are going to call the YouTube stream here. Yeah. I'm going to call the YouTube stream here. Bye-bye, YouTube.